Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and hits 103.9 FM in Accra, in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM, and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Jubilee and Sun City Radio's Keta, Saboba FM Saboba, and A1 Radio Bolgatanga. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, all is set for Assin North By-Election, which comes off in barely 24 hours. Both the opposition NDC and governing NPP are confident of victory.
He says the NPP is trying to scare him. We are not the ones. It is Ghana's law that is scaring him. I am standing here today. That is a lie. He won't go to prison.
We have details of the final rallies which centered on whether the NDC's candidate risks jail time in the future. Also, petroleum tanker drivers lay down their tools from this morning, protesting poor roads leading to their depots.
The issue is our roads to our depots from GTP roundabout to Pum Junction. All the depots are located there.
We have details as they warn of dire safety issues that the poor roads could portend in Tema and adjoining communities. And in business, Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers Association warn of shortage of LPG if the expected strike of the Ghana National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union today is not averted. Later, he suffered severe burns as a child during the June 3 disaster, now a 20-year-old begging to survive.
I really need the surgery because I am experiencing a lot of stigmatization. People do not want me closer to them because of my disfigured face.
More in our Floods of Trauma series as he reveals people do not want him closer to them because of his completely disfigured face. I am Amiesi Nyamche Thompson. Details shortly. And we begin from Assin North. All is set for Tuesday's crucial by-election, with both the NPP and the NDC confident of victory. The outcome of this poll could affect the makeup of parliament. The NPP currently holds 137 seats, while the NDC has 136 seats, following James Jachikwesin's removal from the House. My colleague Ohime Interior has this report in the build-up to the election.
Supporters of the New Patriotic Party defied a downpour on Sunday to attend the last open campaign of the party ahead of the by-election on Tuesday. President Akufo-Addo told party sympathizers he had no hand in the prosecution of the embattled Jachikwesin.
He says the NPP is trying to scare him. We are not the ones. It is Ghana's law that is scaring him. It is the law that is working.
But in a swift response, former President John Dramani Mahama insisted President Akufo-Addo erred in comparing the Adamu Sakandi story to that of James Jachikwesin.
The president cannot lie to the people of Assin to think Sakande issue is the same as Jachikwesin. Sakande went to prison because he lied. He hid his passport. I am standing here today. That is a lie. He won't go to prison.
And that was Ohime Interior's report. Now, the National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Association, or Union, I beg your pardon, are on an indefinite strike to protest poor roads in and around their loading depots in the country. According to the union, despite a directive from President Akufo-Addo to the roads minister in 2017 to fix such routes, no work has been done. National Vice Chairman of the union, Sunday Alabi, tells Joy News members of the union can no longer deliver their services on such poor roads.
The issue is our roads to our depots from GTP roundabout to Pum Junction. All the depots are located there. And then Kumasi Depot, the Bost Enclave, the roads, it's not good there. Takrari, so that's why we are embarking on strike.
The call now is to the roads ministry, or who exactly, to fix the roads?
2017, we visited the president at the Flaster House and we complained about our bad road networks. And he asked the road minister to see to it that he construct the road for us.
How is the poor roads affecting your work as tanker drivers?
As tanker drivers, it breaks our springs, it bursts our tire. And anytime you get to the depot, they do preload inspection. So when they see that your spring is broken or your tire is burst, they will not load you. Before you go and fix those things and come back, it happens again.
Sunday Alabi is the national vice chairman of the National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union. Now, he suffered severe burns as a child during the June 3 disaster 8 years ago, but now a 20-year-old begging to survive. That's the story of Solomon Akrigu. He says he is completely disfigured. Face has complicated his woes as he is unable to stay outside on a hot day. He fears even marriage will be a problem because people do not want him closer to him. Now, Maxwell Akmagba has the rest of the story as we continue our Floods of Trauma series.
8 years later, on a Monday morning, I meet Solomon at East Legon doing what he does every day, begging for alms. That is his only means of survival. He says some drivers do not want to see him close to their cars because of his disfigured face. He tells me about an incident where a man asked him to remove the mask he was wearing and stop begging on the streets.
I only get food to eat when I go to the traffic light to beg for money. Many people do not give me money there. Some of them sack me when I get closer to their cars. Some of them think I am wearing a mask. I really need the surgery because I am experiencing a lot of stigmatization. People do not want me closer to them because of my disfigured face. That's why I need the surgery. Because that will also help me get a woman to marry later in life. For now, no woman wants me. Nobody wants me around. When the sun is out and hot and the light hits my face, it's really painful.
And that was Maxwell Akmagba's report on floods of trauma. Speaker of Parliament Alban Gbagwin is lamenting the devastating effect of illegal mining on the environment and is calling on religious leaders to lead the fight against the menace. Speaking at the induction service of the new leadership of the Apostolic Church of Ghana, Gbagwin said it is urgent all citizens, including religious leaders, stand up and fight against the menace, else Ghana risks importing water soon.
Tomorrow, if we don't stop illegal mining, those who are in charge will be importing water for us to buy. Because the water here will be so polluted that you dare not touch it. And those who are in charge now have made the wealth, so they can import water from other countries and sell to you and make their money. This is not only for politicians to fight, it's for all of us to fight that battle. And I know when you fight and sing the song, fight my battle, fight my battle. Holy Ghost arise, oh, fight my battle.
Speaker of Parliament Alban Gbagwin there. The man making a difference through farming, Isaac Ajato, has been crowned the overall winner at the maiden edition of the Joy News Impact Makers Award. Now, Isaac founded the Farm for Livelihood Association in Adafwa. The organization, which operates in Adan East and West, generates income from farms and uses it to support physically challenged persons and provides scholarships for less privileged students. 10 other impact makers were also recognized at the event, which took place at the Labadi Beach Hotel. Maxwell Akmagba has more.
It was a night of celebration and recognition. General Manager in charge of Joy Brands, Fifi Kumsin, says the Joy News Impact Makers Award is not only about recognizing the efforts of persons making positive impact in their communities, but also to inspire others to do same.
Through our features and documentaries, we speak truth to power and hold governments to account, done in the supreme interest of the public. The power of one person to change the world should never be underestimated.
Founder of the Farm for Livelihood Association at Adafo, Isaac Ajaoto emerged the overall winner. He says the spotlight Joy News has put on his charity work is already yielding positive results as more people are willing to support his efforts.
I'm very much happy. And I'm happy for Joy News. It's very, very difficult for us for the past 2 years. And Joy News and then multimedia groups came in with this platform for us to expand our activities that we can even support more people. Now, more people are seeing what we are doing, and I'm happy more people are coming and then are willing to come in to support through Joy News and then multimedia groups.
And that's Maxwell Akbagwa's report. And that's it for the bulletin. In our top story, both the NDC and MPP confident of victory in Assin North as the parties rally support towards the by-election, which comes off in less than 24 hours. I'm Amesi Nyamiche Thompson. The Super Morning Show continues.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Bobo, so how's your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that. Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies DA improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation Movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer. You can't touch.
Okay. If I leave work now, I can beat traffic, get takeaways for dinner with the girls, and be on time to pick up Sam and his mom from the hospital. Proud to belong to APSA.
We know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. That's why with APSA's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Get things done simply with our digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's APSA.
Life's battles during retirement are not won by the strongest. Sooner or later, those who win are those who prepared for it. Ensuring your future is your responsibility to your family and loved ones. Progress Trustees, a company that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. The Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme helps you achieve peace of mind during retirement. We also provide administration services for employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes seeking to outsource their day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund schemes. Start your journey to your envisaged quality life during retirement by contacting us on 0504-368-048 on our website www.progresstrusteesgh.com. Progress Trustees, a joyous retirement begins here.
Home is your sanctuary. Home is a reflection of who you are, an extension of your inner being. Take your time, get it right. The furniture, the decor, the accessories, the lights. When it feels like you, it feels like home. Shop at Orca for the most variety of quality furniture and accessories to personalize your space and make your house a home. Visit the Orca Deco Superstore on Spinkters Road today.
When you are born from Ghanaian soil, you are born rich. Rich in who you are, with natural Ghanaian richness inspired by Mother Nature herself, just like our premium water, with natural minerals that create pure premium mineral water, made right here by the same Ghanaian soil that made you. Voltic, own your richness. Voltic, a product of the Coca-Cola Company. This advert is FDA approved.
For Pepsodent, smiles are one of the most important things we have. The problem is, globally, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Pepsodent, with maximum cavity protection, helps to prevent the formation of cavities. Pepsodent, because every smile matters. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Like D. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool, but don't worry. With a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 7th August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
You worry, just be happy. Don't you worry.
So welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Now time for the Joy Business Report, brought to us by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. Akbafu.
Hi there. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. You?
I'm fine. I'm doing well.
Great.
We thank God for life.
Yeah, we thank God for life. It's an important day. If you belong to the NDC or MPP at Assin North.
Well, tomorrow we will know. I mean, I'm sure tomorrow when the elections start by 8 p.m., 9 p.m., we'll know which of the parties has emerged victorious.
It'll also give us an idea what to expect in 2024. The strength of the current political party, and if the NDC is getting this message through. We know that that's an NDC seat, but then also will tell you if the people are really angry with this government following the sort of economic challenges that we face over time, or the MPP is doing well in send out this message to the Ghanaians about the future and what to expect, and if indeed they would break the 8.
That's some sweet analysis. But yesterday was a final day for campaigns. Let's just listen to what John Dramani Mahama said and what Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said. Briefly, we'll bring you longer versions of these sounds later. But I'll tell you something short. Just listen to this.
He says the MPP is trying to scare him. We are not the ones. It is Ghana's law that is scaring him. It is the law that is working.
Appeal Court, Supreme Court, High Court.
The president cannot lie to the people of Assin to think Sakande issue is the same as Jachi Kwesen. Sakande went to prison because he lied. He hid his passport. I am standing here today. That is a lie. He won't go to prison.
So the issue of whether or not the criminal trial is taking center stage in this campaign.
Exactly. If you're a voter, I'm just wondering what the voters they'll be thinking today as they make their minds who to vote for tomorrow. If this would play any role, if they would have lost some level of, maybe should I say, trust in Jachi Kwesen, and say, well, he lied to us, and so, I don't think he's the right candidate for.
And you heard Nana Akufo-Addo says he's not the one. I'm running a Dinechi. You hear Mahama say, "Oh, Dada," And so look, the issue of who wins, and particularly what would influence voter decisions is very important around this time.
Mm-hmm.
Would the voters be influenced, for instance, by whether or not James Jachi Kwesen could go to jail? It's something we would know tomorrow. Would the voters also be influenced by the Assin Breku? Would Assin Breku be the deciding factor? Now, if you ask the NPP, they'll tell you that, look, in 2020, in Assin Breku, for instance, they have 13 polling stations. Nana Akufo-Addo won in 12 of those polling stations. He won 12 of those polling stations. However, James Jachi Kwesen, who hails from Assin Breku, also won 12. And for them, Nana Akufo-Addo won that constituency by over 1,000 votes. But James Jachi Kwesen won primarily because of Assin Breku, where he comes from.
And that's a very, very important town in this election. It's probably the reason the NPP chose a candidate from Assin Breku.
Wow.
Yes. So Assin Breku is going to do will it do the trick this time around? But will also, with the settler communities, the Dangbe speaking community within the Assin enclave also do the trick. Areas like Ningo and others, will they also do the trick for them around this time? These are conversations we're going to
I think it's going to be a real tight race. It could go either ways. Let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes. But of course, you can definitely tell us where you think it's going to go. Join us on Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS. And on WhatsApp, 055-11-11997. Time now for the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao and the team.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers Association warns of shortage of LPG if the expected strike of the Ghana National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union today is not averted. Also, government's treasury bills marginally oversubscribed as interest rates hit 29.2%. Later, Tema Oil Refinery Board justifies lease deal with private investor Decimal, insisting it presents a viable option to turn around its dwindling fortunes. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for joining us this morning. Also in the bulletin, MTN increases transaction fees of mobile money withdrawal from the 1st of July as cash-out transactions above 2,000 cedis will attract a flat rate of 20 cedis. We'll bring you that story later. First, though, the Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers Association is warning of a shortage of LPG if the expected strike of the Ghana National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union is not averted. It therefore wants the government to, as a matter of urgency, attend to the demands of the tanker drivers. Members of the union and LPG drivers have resolved to embark on an industrial action today to press on their demand for the rehabilitation of roads in the petroleum enclave of Tema, Takoradi, Kumasi and Buipe. Speaking to Joy Business, Vice President of the LPG Marketers Association, Gabriel Kumi, said the demands by the tanker drivers are legitimate and should be addressed immediately.
We strongly believe that they are making a very legitimate claim. The roads in these enclaves are very, very bad and they are in a deplorable situation. And so we urge government to, as a matter of urgency, attend to these needs so that our drivers can get back to work. Already the roads are so bad. Can you imagine if, for instance, an LPG tanker is involved in an accident in this enclave and there is an explosion? There will be a lot of lives lost and there will be a lot of properties which are going to be in danger. So we will urge government to urgently attend to these needs of our drivers so that they can return to work and supply the much needed fuel that we need to power our nation. Already our economy is struggling.
You had a Vice President of the LPG Marketers Association, Gabriel Kumi. The board and management of the Tema Oil Refinery have justified a lease deal with private investor Decimal and Torenco, insisting it presents a viable option to turn around the dwindling fortunes of the oil refinery. Now, this was captured in a statement issued by the board following controversies surrounding the transaction and questions raised by civil society groups. But the board of the refinery said that over the years, TOR has struggled to get a strategic partner to support its operations. Therefore, it was prudent to accept the Decimal deal after the necessary due diligence and scrutiny was done. It added that the necessary safeguard measures have been put in place to ensure that the Tema Oil Refinery is not shortchanged in this whole transaction. Away from energy matters, government's treasury bills were marginally oversubscribed as interest rates for the 364-day bill hit 29.2%. According to the auction results from the Bank of Ghana, the government received bids worth 2.29 billion cedis. Here's more in this report.
After the government forced interest rate to about 18% in March this year, the rates have been surging, raising some concerns about the government domestic debt restructuring program. All the short-term financial instruments have gone up by more than 4% since they went down some 3 months ago. The 91-day T-bill recorded the biggest jump in interest rates as the yield shot up by 1.27% to 22.97%. For the 364-day T-bill, the yield went up by 0.34% to 29.25%. That of the 182-day bill also went up by 25.44% from 24.97% recorded the previous week. Meanwhile, the 91-day bill recorded the biggest uptake of 81.7% of the total T-bill sale. About 1.879 billion cedis was offered by the investors, in which government accepted 1.861 billion cedis. For the 182-day T-bills, the government secured 304.16 million cedis. A little above 115.7 million was tendered by investors, in which the government accepted 112.60 million cedis.
That was a Business Desk report. Former Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Ernest Aite, has questioned the spread between the current deposits and lending rates within the banking sector. According to him, this is as a result of a lack of proper structures within the banking space. He's, however, asking the Bank of Ghana to address a persistent challenge that is affecting all sectors of the economy. He was speaking at a book launch dubbed Central Banking in Ghana and the Governors, Institutional Growth and Economic Development, authored by Ivor Ajimendua.
We are today in a world where digital currency on the growth path is growing in many places. In Africa, we hear about it. There are a number of persistent challenges that we haven't addressed, despite all these improvements over the last 30 years. So today, after more than 30 years of experimenting, we have a situation where the gap between, or the spread between deposit and lending rates remains extremely high. It's something that for over 30 years we've been trying to resolve, we haven't been able to, and it's a reflection of the structure, not simply of the central bank, but of the entire banking system.
Professor Ernest Aite is a former Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana. The Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry has expressed optimism that industry will bounce back in the next quarter of this year if urgent steps are taken to address structural challenges. His comments follow the 3.2% contraction of the sector in the first quarter. Now, speaking to Joy Business, Chief Executive Mark Bedua-Waji appealed to government to review some policies placed in the industrial sector to propel growth.
Some level of confidence, which will drive in foreign direct investment. The monies that we need to drive the manufacturing sector, which were not coming because our economy was struggling. With the IMF, I believe that people are now seeing positive signs, and there will be increase in foreign direct investment. Regarding the tax narrative, I don't know what we can do about it. Of course, the cost of doing business is still high to this quarter. The growth is just 0.3, which means that it's very minimal. And I think manufacturing sector, and then the taxes, the excise duty, and the growth level also affect the manufacturing sector. So I'm worried, but I'm still hopeful that something better will come out of it. That is what we want. We all want. We don't want this contraction. It was not good for us. Hopefully, there may be some positives in next month.
Chief Executive of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mark Bedua-Waji. Now, customers of MTN Ghana will, from Saturday, the 1st of July, be charged a percentage of a fee on mobile money cash out transactions for 200 Ghana cedis or more. Now, however, transactions above 2,000 Ghana cedis will attract a flat rate of 20 cedis. A message has been circulated to subscribers to that effect. MTN currently charges 1% for cash transactions of up to 1,000 cedis and a fee of 10 cedis for transactions exceeding 1,000 Ghana cedis. Now, energy analyst Dr. Steve Bantia has warned that the lack of policy guidelines for the Gold for Oil program provides loopholes for initiatives to be abused. He argues that the proper policy examined and scrutinized by Parliament could help enhance accountability and transparency. Speaking to Joy Business, Dr. Mantiao said the initiative may be a good one, but the non-existence of a policy creates room for mismanagement of the country's resources.
First, we want to see a comprehensive gold for oil policy. For now, there is none. All that we've seen is headline pronouncements. Okay, people raise concerns, the government then put something in the public domain. Where is the blueprint? Where is the policy document? And I think Parliament should take an interest in that. They must see the policy document, interrogate it, and see how best it serves the national interest.
Energy analyst Dr. Steve Mantiao. Let's turn to the commodity market. Crude oil opened trading at $74 a barrel. Gold went up by $3, selling this morning at $1,924 an ounce. Cocoa lost $7. Is trading this morning at $3,203 a ton. Now, Access Bank Ghana has pledged its commitment to help improve the financial lifestyle of customers through innovative and exciting packages. The bank believes in transforming and shaping the lives of clients, hence IT would continue to be introduced through and mouth-watering products as well to support their economic livelihood. Speaking to Joy Business at the final draw presentation ceremony on the triple salary promo, Group Head of Retail Banking Matilda Asante said her outfit will continue to provide financial freedom for customers.
Just to cushion employees and to make their lives better, because we believe in offering not just financial services, we call it more than bank. Just yesterday we launched a partnership with VW. What is it about? If you buy from VW and you are an Access Bank customer, you get a discount on the price of the vehicle from VW Ghana. But in addition to that, we have partnered with them to give you a very competitive rate. So again, it's a plethora of things that we're offering, all to make sure that what we're offering is not just banking. We're offering more, looking at the customer's lifestyle and their lifelong journey and giving them propositions that support that lifestyle.
Group Head of Retail Banking at Access Bank Ghana, Matilda Asante said, while share prices of Societe Generale and Standard Chartered Bank are expected to rise on demand this week. Let's hear from Grace Munayum of Data Bank Research.
Last week, the stock market closed on a positive note, incited by price increases in 5 equities. Guinness Ghana Breweries gained 19 pesos to 2 cedis 12 pesos, while MTN Ghana gained 7 pesos to close at 1 cedi 26 pesos. Additionally, Cowbank advanced by 4 pesos to 60 pesos, whereas Farmil closed a peso higher to 1 cedi 32 pesos. In contrast, Access Bank declined 3 pesos to end the week's trade at 3 cedis 97 pesos. As a result, the Ghana Stock Exchange All-Share Index rose 3.4% weekly, bringing the total year-to-date gain to 11.97%. Separately, New Gold gained 20 pesos to close the week's trade at 221 cedis 20 pesos. On the outlook for this week, we expect the share prices of Societe Generale and Standard Chartered Bank to rise on demand, while we forecast a decline in the share price of Access Bank due to excess supply of their shares. For Joy Business Report, Grace Munanyun of Data Bank Research.
And that will be it for the Joy Business Report. Before we go, a look at the currency market. The dollar going for 11 cedis 75 pesos on the Forex or retail market. The pound selling at 15 cedis and the euro going for 12 cedis 73 pesos. That's the bulletin. Thanks for listening, everyone. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. The Super Morning Show continues with Winston and the team. Do stay tuned, Winston.
Thank you very much, Daryl, and you have a lovely day. Thank you very much for joining us with the Joy Business Report. Coming up is our inspirational song for today, brought to us by Duraplus Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC pipes and water tank. Where Duraplus goes, water flows. And it's I Need Your Help. That's our inspirational song for today. Toyota Superior quality. So avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel, be visible, drive with your lights on at night, and that's how to drive safe. Now let me tell you about Toyota, because they say get ready to elevate your driving experience with a vehicle from Toyota Ghana. For a limited time only, Toyota is offering a bundle promoting any of the following vehicles: 1.4 liter Starlet, 1.8 liter Corolla Cross Adventure, 1.5 liter Rush. Purchase any of these vehicles within the promo period and enjoy an irresistible price discount, 1 year free comprehensive vehicle insurance coverage, 1 year free home insurance cover, 1 year free service, free starter fuel, but terms and conditions apply. Visit any of their showrooms in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takrady, or call 0302-910204. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement with their finance partners, Toyota Superior quality. Good morning, Joseph. Good morning, Elton.
Good morning. Hi, Winston.
I hope you're all doing very well.
Very well.
Okay, let's see. We'll find out what your predictions are in Assin North shortly. But first, let's learn how to say it right, brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
Kojo.
Wheezy.
I've noticed these two words that people often get mixed up.
Which two words?
Syllabus and syllables.
Yes, you're right. But those two words have nothing in common except the fact that they sound similar. A syllabus is a plan showing the subjects and resources to be studied in a particular course.
Syllables, however, is the plural for syllable, one of the parts into which a word can be separated using its sounds. For example, the word paper has 2 syllables, pay and pa. Particle is made up of 3 syllables, particle.
Interestingly, the word syllabus was created by accident. Someone in ancient Greece misread the word syllabus, which means parchment, label, or table of contents. And nobody corrected him, so the word syllabus was born.
Fascinating. What about syllable?
I know that that has French origins. It evolved from the word sylambainen, which means to hold together. 2 words are at play here: sin, which means together, and lambainen, which means to take. So syllables, of course, come together to form words. So there.
Wow.
What?
Just wow.
And that's a 1-syllable word.
Kojo, let's move on to the news review before you take us through the entire Latin language syllabus.
And that's how you say it right.
So you now know how to say it right, but Societe Generale Ghana says, look, times are hard and one thing on everyone's mind these days is cash. So whether it's cash to pay the bills for your kids' school fees, and you'll be reopening school shortly, your home improvement or your building project, the bank has launched the biggest loans campaign of the year. The Yatiso Loans promo. SG Ghana is offering you discounted interest rates on its loans. So both customers and non-customers, including staff on the Controller and Accountant General payroll, can enjoy access to heavily discounted loan rates. Yes, they say nowhere cool, but SG Ghana is here to lighten your financial burdens. Get a loan number by visiting any of the bank's 42 network outlets or call 0302-214-314 today. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, the promo ends on the 7th of August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. And Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited says, look, you don't have to walk to any of their stores. Just get onto kingdomstoreonline.com and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time, and they offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. But terms and conditions apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Before we get into the newspaper review brought to us by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and Syntex Tank, a year strong, a year tough. Look, there are calls for stringent admission system to be implemented at the colleges of education to improve the quality of teachers. Now, these calls come in the wake of 83% prospective teachers failing the recent licensure exam. Let's listen to educationist Professor Nicholas Nsoa Nuyama, Registrar of the National Teaching Council, Christian Adaipoku, and Ranking Member on Parliament's Education Committee, Peter Nochukutu, and Professor Ransford Jampo, who share their views on the issue on Newsfile.
We don't get the right people to enter the college. And anybody who passes C6 can just enter. Then that is a big problem. It is also possible, and this is where I want NTC or GTEC to verify, who have not been passing. They should go to the background and see their entry qualification to verify the qualification they used to enter.
If a teacher education institution was going to admit you and having interviewed you and having taken you through the exam, had detected your challenge, let's say you had issues with literacy. So right from the gate of the training institutions, we should diagnose their issues. We should either stop them from wasting their time or prescribe other measures that will support them while they go through the training, so that by the time they finish, they will be fit for purpose.
Last year, and proposed that they wanted to conduct an entrance examination where we told them we needed a cabinet paper on it. It's a major policy. So go and then get a cabinet approval and come back. And if you do so, and then the committee is well convinced, then we'll approve it that there should be budgetary allocation for entrance examination to colleges of education. I think that is one way we can improve upon the caliber of people who enter the colleges of education.
If a government has said that there's going to be public sector recruitment fees, how is it going to absorb 7,000 prospective students into the system? It's a plausible variable that will have to also be taken into account. And so if it is not the case, I will be happy that I'm proved wrong.
Okay, guys, so that's it with the teacher licensing exam. Prospective teachers, because you would have to pass before you're posted, and these persons have failed. And there are calls that we should be looking at the implementation of stringent measures by way of the admission into the colleges of education. I don't know what you guys make of it.
I mean, I think all speakers admitted that currently they don't have any stringent system in terms of the admission into the colleges of education, and so you can get 36 and just walk in. I think most tertiary institutions, they have some form of cutoff that is implemented. I think in some years, a long time ago, the colleges of education was more or less an attractive avenue for people who were very brilliant, but for some reasons could not afford the ordinary university. And so that's how come the allowances were being paid to enable them go in there. It seems that over the period, it's become more or less a means for those who are unable to get into the university through the normal grades to actually go there. Then later on, if they're able to, they go and do the top up. But now we know they are going to be degree awarding. Yeah. So it comes back to the question on the need to set some standards there to make it a bit tighter, just like any other institution, so that it's competitive, so that we can have the best going and come out of those colleges of education.
Well, personally, I think that exam at any level is to test your level of competence. So for teachers who wants to be licensed to teach in our classrooms, this is basic requirement that you should have. So if you're unable to pass, it means that you do not qualify to teach in our classroom. And seriously, if you look at some of the response to some of the questions that we have, it clearly, tells us the level of competence of some of the people we have as teachers. Sometimes head teachers who are unable to pass simple questions. I don't know how they got into the teacher training college, but just I believe that in time past, the allowance system was to incentivize people to go into teaching. But clearly now we need people who are more competent to teach, especially at the lower level.
And you see, the allowance system, as Joseph alluded to, was such that people who were very brilliant, but didn't have a lot of funds, resorted to this system, and it also gave them at the time a guaranteed job. So they say in those days, like if your house is not good, what you do is that some of them would resort to, these training colleges. Because, in those days, for instance, people after O-level had passed, they could go to do their A-levels, then they decide to go to a teacher training college. There are people who, in secondary school had a grade 13, 14. The old SSC, that was a good grade to get into the university. Then they would, those times that the university had entrance exams, for instance, then they would, resort to going to teacher training colleges because they needed money. I know a friend, for instance, who went to the training college. He didn't rewrite his SSC. He used the same results after the training college, applied, and went to do a BSc administration. He did very well, but he had to go through the training college. Today, it's become like another avenue for tertiary education for people.
You can't go into the university, so because of your grades are not good, you go there.
Even though in the past there were some of those situations too, but majority of them were funding issues. Anyway, let's get into the papers now.
Let's do the front page of the Daily Guide. It says NPP vibrates as Joe Garte files for flag bearer. And Chachu's allegation against AG irrelevant. Baumia cuts sword for PWDs.
That one, you were in court on Friday, right?
Yes.
What happened there?
And so, I mean, it had to do with, he had supplied to the court some documents that he said DAG had made some prejudicial comments against James Jachikwesin, making reference to Adamu Sakande and the similarity. And the court, initially, the AG objected to those documents being accepted by the court because the AG said they were not relevant to the court deciding whether to hold its hearing on a day-to-day basis. The court admitted those documents at that stage, but in its ruling, the court said those allegations were not relevant to a determination of whether or not it should hold its hearing on a day-to-day basis. On the substantive issue of when the hearing will take place, the court said there's nothing wrong with it deciding to have the hearing on a day-to-day basis. So the first date for hearing will be on 29th. The reason being that the courtroom ordinarily is not available on Monday. Tuesday is the election. The court said it will not sit on that day. So it will do 29th. Then instead of being 30th, which is Martyrs Day, it will come back on July 4. Then after July 4, it will have the hearing on a day-to-day basis. And so the motion that was filed by Chachu Chikata was dismissed. Okay. But as far as their lawyers are concerned, i.e. Mr. Kwesin's lawyers, they effectively got what they needed in that they have the time to campaign. And the other story about the NPP, we understand that now they are 10 now. Yes, one 10. Person, Nana Odenho.
Yeah, he pulled out. Yes, Nana Opon, he was the former director of transport at the Jubilee House. And when I saw the pictures, I was really shocked.
Which one is shocking you?
The fact that he will put himself up for election.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've said that not everybody puts himself up for elections wanting to win. Some also want to put themselves up for appointment subsequently. So, yes, he knows that he's not going to get anywhere. But, I mean, we're talking about him today. He's out there when it comes to the NPP, big guns who want to be president. And who knows? Let's move on, Elton.
So the graphic has on the front page, battle for supremacy. So we have Jim Jachikwesin's picture alongside Charles Opoku, who is on the ticket of the MPP for the Assin North parliamentary by-election, which is taking place tomorrow. Akufo-Addo Mahama stormed Assin North, and yesterday was trading of words. Somebody says that somebody would never go to jail. Former President Mahama saying that Jachikwesin will never go to jail. President Akufo-Addo, making a point that this man is candidate for jail. So
and making a point that you don't need an MP today. He's at the High Court. Tomorrow is at Appeals Court. Yeah. Tomorrow is at Supreme Court. Hey, politics.
So I'm just curious. Elton, have you heard Charles Opoku speak anywhere?
In fact, none.
I'm just curious. I've been looking all around. In fact, over the weekend, I spent a bit of time to try and find, even when he won the primaries at the event when Kojunyako was there, it was the General Secretary and Nanabi that spoke still. I'm just curious. I mean, I've not heard him speak anyway.
I may have heard him say something. But I'm sure yesterday he would speak at the rally. Certainly he has to speak at the rally yesterday.
But the picture we have includes that of his children as well. So let's see how it goes. So Baumia cut sword for construction of Ability College. 3 Dabuasi students drowned after swimming. And if you go to this page 17 of the paper, it has pictures of all the 10 aspirants for the MPP flag bearership race. Dr. Baumia Lan Kennedy Japan, Bache Jakum, Dr. Fiya Kotojo Gate, Kwabene Japan, Dr. Kofi Koledo Apreku, Francis Adainimo, and Kojopoku. These are the men who say that they want to lead the MPP.
Kojopoku.
Yes, Kojopoku is also part. In fact, he's the last person as far as the graphic is concerned. So
I remember Raymond had advised he shouldn't take the form back. I think he's...
Yeah, I am surprised that he actually went to file his nomination. Yes, you can pick the form, but well, he knows something we don't know. But if what happened,
you said a short while ago that you are talking about him because he's gone in, just like.
Oh yes, I'm going to make a point. That people go in there to go and get known and want to put themselves out there. But if anything, you should learn from what Hackman Usajman said the last time.
So the next stage is for the party to vet them. Okay. And then if all of them qualify to go to the next stage, then obviously the party will hold a super delegates conference to trim the number down to 5 from the 10 that we have.
I mean, from what I gather, I'm sure some of them, even after vetting, may probably want to step down. The party is still talking to them. The Council of Elders has been leading that, So they're actually trying to even reach a consensus on who should even lead the party. If they had their own way, there will be no, election in the first place.
But I'm picking there are a lot of, noise or rumors making rounds that some, in fact, sizable number of them want to step down and support one candidate against another candidate. So clearly in the days to come, we'll hear a lot coming from the MPP camp. And from what I'm picking, the discussion have gone on very far to the extent that a potential candidate for the presidency of the republic is making some kind of announcement to the effect that certain individuals who are contesting in the presidential race of the MPP will be given certain portfolios in the event that he is elected. So that's the extent to which the discussion is ongoing. So we are likely to have only two persons contesting in the November primaries. That is, if these discussions go to the extent that they are.
Okay, let me get to the Chronicle. Probably that will be our final paper before we go for the online news review. And the Chronicle this morning says, V. Bawumia lays foundation for massive SEM project for persons with disabilities. I'm not scaring Jachikwesin. It's the Lord dealing with him, Akufo-Addo. And listen to the scriptures for today. Proverbs chapter 8 verse 7. For my mouth will utter truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. I'm not scaring Jachikwesin. It's the Lord dealing with him, Akufo-Addo. And I'll be among 5 best candidates. Joe Gatti.
That's Big Joe. Yeah. But listen, this I have interest in this particular story. Maybe we will have time to analyze it. AGI cautions against removal of taxes on imported sanitary pads. Now the question, in fact, the dilemma for this country is whether you remove the taxes, allow people to bring in finished products. Like me, I can go to China or any other country, bring in finished product with my label on it, or the 4 factories that are already established and operating in Ghana, the taxes removal will affect them such that they may have to lay people off or close down. Which one do we as a country want? I think it's something that we need to deal with.
We'll definitely talk about that. Let's get to our online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest. Goil Good Energy. So what do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just stop up anywhere? Don't do that. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part. Goil Super XP on 95 and Diesel SP are the best quality fuels with high performance in town for your vehicle. Goil Super XP on 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at same price as normal fuel, and Goil Diesel SP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle with over 440 stations across the nation. Join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Goil Good Energy, Goil, yeah, Yedim. And are you looking for a bank that understands you and puts your financial needs first? Then look towards Zenith Bank, because whether you're young, old, an entrepreneur, student, a salaried worker, corporate entity, an SME, a pensioner, a parent, a child, a Ghanaian resident abroad, or a foreigner resident in Ghana, at Zenith Bank, everyone can bank with us. So what are you waiting for? Join the Zenith family today for an unrivaled banking experience. For inquiries, call us on 0302-680884 or 0307-086-370 or 0542-000-111 or send an email to info@zenithbank.com.gh. Zenith Bank in your best interest. And myjournalline.com this morning says no contract signed with TOR's potential partner, spokesperson for Energy Ministry. And Assin North By-Election, Akufo-Addo denies influence in prosecution of Jachikwesin. Let's get to citynewsroom.com this morning. And Assin North By-Election, don't elect someone with legal issues. That's according to President Akufo-Addo. So you know what we've been talking about. Yeah. He's talking about that again. Let's see what's on CNN this morning. And it says China throws support behind strategic partner Russia after Wagner insurrection challenges Putin. I don't know what you guys make of that briefly.
But it was very interesting watching that on Saturday and how, to me, vulnerable Putin is in terms of, he's come across as a hard man in Russia, but few hours of the Wagner, incursion into Moscow saw how fragile the whole thing was.
They were not so close to Moscow, but of course, you know how sometimes they...
my conclusion was that Obiawa the master.
Absolutely, clearly.
But I think that it was a mistake for Prigozhin to have withdrawn. He should have continued.
You think so?
Yes. Where he finds himself now, at Belarus, he's finished. Let's go for the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost, but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Good energy.
Are you a corporate organization, e-commerce business, individual or student looking for a trusted courier company where you can track your package and receive SMS alerts to keep you posted? At IAS FedEx, we move your documents and parcels with care to the destination of your choice. With offices across the nation, we happily deliver your package to your office or the comfort of your home. With the assurance of safety and affordability giving you peace of mind, IAS FedEx has your package in good hands. Call us on +233 501 605,000 or +233 501 631,000. IAS, licensee of FedEx.
It's time to go beyond what your traditional financial apps can do. Introducing Cowrie, the only digital financial app you will ever need. Experience Cowrie, the way to pay. Send. Move your money in quick, easy steps at the best rates on the market. Buy. Top up your airtime and data twice as fast as you normally do. Pay. Step out of the cash queue. Pay for any product or service when you need to. Enjoy it faster. And now, manage. Experience a new way of managing your money. Understand how and when your money moves. You can rely on Cowrie every day. Download Cowrie from your Google Play Store or App Store. Experience Cowrie, the way to pay.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex tank. Syntex tank, stress-free. Syntex tank, reliable. Syntex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a year strong, a year tough.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
The world's radio station.
everything. The Speaker having expressed surprise. I mean, a man who's been in Parliament until recently, he was in Parliament when they passed all of these laws, is actually complaining. And that's one of the things we do so well in this country. The people who put you in your current situation will turn around and join you, and you complain. And they're like, we're going well. But for me, the most important thing is this. Onima, why are you?
That's a good one. The people who put you in trouble are complaining with you.
Yeah, that's what they do. They join you, then we all complain.
Yeah, it's like how, those in power, so we are all suffering. Like, we are all suffering. Exactly.
But you see, I just can't understand why, in today's world, the things that are essential to the well-being of our people, we don't put in place correct measures to address them.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Why is it so difficult for us to just solve this? And today you've seen lots of NGOs around, some pretending to be supplying sanitary wares and everything, doing all manner of things just because of simple policy changes.
Yeah. Okay, so I get the whole policy thing, but I'd like to talk about it from a humanitarian perspective. If women make up 51% of the population, definitely more women who are experiencing their periods every month. Now, if you're a man and you're watching, you probably have no idea how uncomfortable it is to bleed for 3 to 7 days. And now imagine if you cannot afford to have the adequate things in place to make life bearable and so that you can function properly. So I think so that the economy will thrive and so that men will have peace, because if women are unhappy, men are definitely not going to have peace. Let's think about how we can help, how we can support, how we can make it easier for women, especially those in rural areas, to have accessibility to sanitary pads.
I think it's no fault of any woman. If they had a choice, even with the pain that comes along with it, they will not even want to go through that process. I think the little the state can do is to take steps to make this a bit easier for them. If the pain does not go beyond the fiscal to now impose financial burden as well. And I think Parliament should move beyond the talk. They should take practical steps with all the power they have to resolve this once and for all.
About taxes on sanitary pads and everything, the Speaker having expressed surprise. A man who's been in Parliament until recently, he was in Parliament when they passed all of these laws, is actually complaining. And that's one of the things we do so well in this country. The people who put you in your current situation will turn around and join you, and you complain. And they're like, we're going well. But for me, the most important thing is this. Onima, why are you?
That's a good one. The people who put you in trouble are complaining with you.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Learning is so fun. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
it's some 11 minutes after 7 right here on the Super Morning Show. And today our focus is on the Assin North constituency. We're going to get into that conversation right here on the Super Morning Show. I've asked questions, I've asked you, who's going to win the Assin North constituency? Will James Jachikwesing prove to the whole world that indeed he has the support of his constituents or the people of Assin North? Or will the NPP be able to snatch it away this time around? How is it going to go? And what town would be making or will be the kingmaker? Will Assin Breku do the trick for James Jachikwesing one more time? Or this time around, Charles Opoku will take it away from him? Join us on Twitter, use the hashtag JoySMS. And you can also join us on WhatsApp 055-1111-997. I know IES Ghana Limited or FedEx Ghana wishes to caution the general public against online scammers on Facebook, Instagram, who befriend people and promise to send them iPhones, MacBooks, AirPods, other electronic items, and sometimes foreign currencies. There's always a syndicate between the person promising to send you these items and another person who will later call to inform you about the arrival of these items. Well, FedEx does not ask customers to make payments for codes to be generated. Please avoid calls where the imposter tries to pressurize you to pay a certain amount of money as duties and taxes or delivery fee. Also avoid searching for FedEx Ghana's customer care lines on search engines. Please contact our customer care team on 0501 605,000 or 0501 631,000 for confirmation if you suspect a call from any person claiming to be calling from FedEx is questionable. Email us on info@iesghana.com. And the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, in collaboration with UNIDO, with funding support from European Union, is organizing the maiden edition of the Wacom Made in ECOWAS exhibition in Ghana under the West African Competitiveness Program. Over 100 MSMEs operating in processed fruit, cassava, and cosmetics sectors will showcase their products and services from the 29th of June to the 1st of July at the forecourt of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly Office Complex. To register as an exhibitor, call 0243 425872 or 0547 513373. For more information, visit wacomghana.org. Businesses are encouraged to register early to reserve their stands. Registration fee is 500 Ghana cedis. Wacom Made in ECOWAS exhibition enhancing intra-regional trade to empower local industries. Do you know that your company, school, church, association, union, foundation, civil society organization, partnership, business name, and professional body can be sanctioned or stricken off the register for failure to file your annual returns or renew your business? Don't be a victim. File your annual returns and renew your businesses to be in good standing with the Office of the Registrar of Companies. The fee for filing of annual returns is 90 Ghana cedis per year, with 600 Ghana cedis flat penalty rate when in default. Sole proprietorship should renew their business name by dialing the short code *222# and follow the prompts to make payment on the ghana.gov.gh payment platform at a fee of 60 Ghana cedis per year. And the renewal of a partnership is 90 Ghana cedis. Professional bodies are to renew each professional member of their professional body at a fee of 30 Ghana cedis annually. Call us on 0302 6660810 or 0557 653130. That's also on WhatsApp or Telegram. Or let's get interactive on social media at ORC Ghana. You can visit us at orc.gov.gh or rgd.gov.gh. ORC, here to serve. So you know there are levels to headaches, but the worst kind of headache is when someone buys an item from your shop, sends you mobile money, leaves your shop, and you still don't have any notification of the cash hitting your account. You can avoid that with BluePay because BluePay allows you to receive cash instantly from your customers. You only dial their phone numbers and the amount they owe. They'll receive the BluePay prompt on their phones to enter their PIN. Now what you would do? Or customers can slot their bank cards into your BluePay POS, enter their PIN. Now what you would do? For BluePay, you would do with no e-levy charges. I like that. For BluePay, you would do with no e-levy charges. Call or WhatsApp 0547 220-200 or visit bluepay.com.gh, blue spelled BLU, so no E, to register and get Blue Pay for your business today. Blue Pay, never miss a sale. And a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That's why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer. And it's now time for Nutrition Line, brought to us by Nestle. And Nestle offers good food for a good life.
Having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. This helps to develop their palate and prepares them better for accepting varieties of adult food as they grow. So go ahead and try any of our 6 Cerelac variants, that is wheat, maize, rice, biscuity, fruit pieces, and millet. Remember, each bowl of Cerelac contains goodness that helps your child's normal growth and development. Cerelac, it's all good, Mum. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello and welcome to Nestle Nutrition Line, the radio show that brings you the latest insights on food and health. Today we're going to talk about another key message of World Food Safety Day 2023, which is being observed this June. The message is how science underpins food standards. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajele Soa. Food standards are based on scientific evidence and research and constantly updated to reflect new knowledge and innovations. Food standards cover various aspects of food production and consumption, such as hygiene, labeling, additives, contaminants, allergens, nutrition claims, and more. They help protect consumers from foodborne illnesses, fraud, and misleading information. They also help promote healthy eating habits and contribute to the prevention of diseases. Thank you for listening to Nestle Nutrition Line. Tune in next time for more interesting topics on food and health. Until then, stay safe and healthy. The numbers to call 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 0001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. On weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you would prefer to WhatsApp, SMS, or call between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., please try these numbers: 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com.
Having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. This helps to develop their palate and prepares them better for accepting varieties of adult food as they grow. So go ahead and try any of our 6 Cerelac variants, that is wheat, maize, rice, biscuity, fruit pieces, and millet. Remember, each bowl of Cerelac contains goodness that helps your child's normal growth and development. Cerelac, it's all good, Mum. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before?
Imagine strutting into the most anticipated wedding of the year. Only to see 7 other girls wearing your exact same outfit.
You are special and one of a kind, and that's why whether it's voice, data, or SMS, you get to enjoy personalized offers tailored to your specific needs with MTN just for you. Dial *141# or select your options on the My MTN app to redeem your unique just for you package on Ghana's best mobile network. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet Jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Kickstart your day the safe and right way with a freshly brewed cup of piping hot coffee from Shell Bakery or Vida E Cafe. Reconnect and catch up with friends and unwind over cheesy burger goodness during your lunch break at Burger King. Relax this evening with drinks and meals at Honeysuckle and Starbites.
Relax and enjoy the perfect weekend plan filled with fun, food, and family at KFC, Burger King, or Starbites.
Refuel your energy at Shell and let your adventure drive you on this road trip.
Take a break at any of our Shell stations and enjoy any of these great offers from our partner restaurants. Shell, go well.
Welcome to the birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner, and Niche Confectionery, niche chocolate drink made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche chocolate is full of delicious and rich with vitamins, minerals, niche taste of Ghana. And let me get into the birthday messages. So happy birthday to you, Dr. Na Asheli of Nova Wellness Center from Ivy and the whole team. Happy birthday to Linda Ampasi of Cuddling Fashion and Manufacturing. Wish you long life and prosperity to you. And of course, happy birthday to Dr. Edward Boucher, Executive Director of EcoBank Ghana from Rabbi and the Accra Academy Year Group. And belated happy birthday wishes to Marlene Abe, aka Ajwa Lagata of Fixed KB Platform. We pray for good health, more money and favor from God, Ajwa Lagata. Your steps are ordered by God from the girls Elsie, Mariam, and Sabina. And the big one today is that it's the birthday of Fentiu Tahiru.
Let me laugh like a rich man.
You're laughing like Akufo-Addo. It's okay. Happy birthday to you. On this day,
thank you, Winston.
I pray for Allah's blessings and protection.
Amen. Amen.
May He lead your path.
Amen.
May He guide you in everything
Amen.
that you do.
Amen.
May He grant you long life.
Amen.
And most importantly, prosperity.
Amen.
To the detriment of your enemies.
Amen. Wait.
Amen.
That last one. To the detriment of my enemies. Please, may God change their hearts. That's all. I don't want any detriment for them. But yeah, it's a blessing to be alive, to see another year. It's one of the to be healthy, to have a job, to have a family. So I'm thankful for all my friends and my family and my job and my life and my health and everything.
Did your wife wish you a happy birthday before you came to work?
My wife? Yes, she didn't even sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And she actually gave me a very nice birthday gift.
Oh, I know what that birthday gift is. The boys are giving you fans from the back.
What fans are they
You said she didn't even sleep.
No, she didn't sleep. She waited till 12 in the morning. Where's your mind? Get out of the gutters!
Okay. You have crowned your birthday already.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, you have crowned it. You have crowned it.
That's the pride of being a married man.
I like that. I like that.
The benefits of being a married man. Very important. I've got some birthday shouts though.
Please go
Some
ahead.
people share birthdays with me, and they're very special. So happy birthday to Cynthia Tekwe. You have a wonderful soul, and I pray God's blessings for you never fade. Thank you for the love you showed me in Abuja. This is from Muftar Nabila, and he sends another one to Nanama Tando, and he says, may every step you take be filled with blessings. Thank you for coming to my aid with Ghana food in Doha. God bless you.
Okay, now Kojo Akoto Boateng says this is his wish for you.
Okay.
Strong and salamatic waist and better dance moves. better dance moves.
I'm not surprised. Kojo is a true brother.
Yeah, so he says
I've known him for 12 years.
Oh, okay. You guys have done well.
Yes.
He's a good man. He's a good man.
Yes, since 2011, a very long time ago.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the sports center then. Kojo is a good man.
Yes.
I'll be meeting him on Saturday. We'll have some discussions. So let's get into the sports center.
Actually, more than that. I've known him since 2007. It's crazy.
Let's get into the sports center. Proudly brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. Allianz Life Insurance,
we secure your future.
And 1xBet, your reliable
bookmaker. All right, let's begin with Allianz. Let Allianz Life Insurance lighten your financial burden when the unexpected happens. The Allianz Farewell Plan enables you to cater for expenses arising from the unfortunate death of your loved ones and saves you the stress and anxiety that come with planning a funeral in this difficult time of grief. For more information on the Allianz Farewell Plan and our other policies, call us on 0302-267-892 or visit our website on www.allianz-gh.com. Allianz Life, we secure your future. Do they share birthday gift? Birthday
they will bring you some. And there's good news for small to medium scale business owners, because with SME Plus, you get to manage all your operational costs in communication. The service simply allows you to choose from affordable packages and enjoy talk time, SMS, data, and business content all bundled in one subscription. The other exciting news is you get free on-net calls every Monday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Simply dial *5060# to sign up today. WhatsApp or call 0244308111 for more information and stay connected everywhere you go.
Yes, and one of the world's leading betting companies, 1xBet, is always looking for new ways to reward its players and deliver new promotions to engage as many customers as possible. This time, the bookmaker launched the Jackpot of the Week promotion, allowing registered players to enjoy the chance to have a share of the weekly jackpot amount. All the terms and conditions are available on the promotion page. Give your luck a chance. Sign up with the 1xBet today and use the promo code GHJackpot to receive an incredible 300% bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis.
So do you lead a corporate business, a global subsidiary, or run the affairs of a small or medium enterprise? As a key decision maker in your business, we know you want to make payments seamlessly and access real-time transaction data, whether you're at work or on the go. Well, Standard Chartered provides the digital key to help unlock your business potential. That key is Straight to Bank, a single access end-to-end digital platform that helps you manage the needs of your business on the go. View transactions, pay your business partners and government institutions through Ghana.gov, facilitate real-time payments and collections with the latest encryption technology and security. Elevate your banking experience today with Straight to Bank, our award-winning digital banking platform powering payroll, cash management, and trade securities. You can always bank on us. Kindly email premierservice.gh@sc.com to sign up today.
All
Let's
right,
see what's happening in the world of sports.
Yes, thank you very much, Winston. Good morning, all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Tahir Fentu. And it's a big one from last night, and we're reviewing all the action from the Ghana Football Awards. That's where Black Stars midfielder Mohamed Kudus was crowned Football of the Year. And the Ajax midfielder saw off competition from Black Stars teammates Joseph Pencil and Abdul Salih Samet to pick up his first national honor. He registered 25 goal contributions in 42 appearances for Ajax last season, while emerging Ghana's best player at the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Bakudus had kind words for a national team frontrunner.
This is a collective award. It goes to me and all my teammates and all my family. Thank you. And to finish it, I would like to use this opportunity to congratulate BBJ on his retirement. He's been a big inspiration to me, all my guys over here, and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
So that's Kudus Mohammed paying some tribute to Asamoah Gyan. Gyan himself is ready to support upcoming talents like Kudus. Gyan was honored last night after calling time on his international career, which saw him take Ghana to 3 different World Cup campaigns.
I just want to thank the whole of Ghana for your support throughout these years. There's been ups and downs, and it comes with the territory. So here am I now. Everything is over, and we're looking forward to do more for Ghana. We're not out of football, although I've officially retired, but we make sure we give back as we normally do, as we started from day one. It's time to pave way for the young ones, and we'll make sure we support them behind the scene.
Asamoah Gyan there. Now, Nigerian international Victor Osimhen was crowned the best African international of the year after a campaign which saw him score 26 league goals to hand Napoli a Serie A title for the first time in 33 years. But it was Ghana Premier League champions Midiama who dominated the night, picking up 3 awards. Their head coach Evans Adote was adjudged Men's Head Coach of the Year. CEO of the Year went to Moses Amapaka, and of course the Muffs and Yellows also won the Male Team of the Year award. All right, so a lot more from the awards on our website, myjoyland.com/sports. Alberta Saki was also honored, so a lot of people honored in a night of glamour and glitz from the Accra International Conference Center. Now, right before the awards night, though, NS Nuama, who picked up the Odate Lamte Future Star Award, scored Ghana's first goal at the ongoing Under-23 AFCON tournament. But Ghana's Black Meteors escaped a late implosion as Congo fought back. Striker Emmanuel Yeboah grabbed the brace from the bench to hand Ghana a 3-0 lead by the 83rd minute. But 2 injury time goals from Congo in the space of a minute saw the Meteors struggle to see out a 3-2 win. That did not impress head coach Ibrahim Tanko.
I'm very angry about my players. And to receive the 2 goals after 90 minutes is unacceptable. But we have to do the changes. Our centre back is feeling tired, and his Neoma is also feeling tired. We have only two days to play the next game. So I think the 3 points is important, but the 2 goals we receive is unacceptable.
All right, so that's Ibrahim Tanko. That's the head coach of the Ghana Under-23 team. The Meteors currently sit top of Group A ahead of host Morocco, who they play on Tuesday. More football, and former vice president of the Ghana Football Association, George Afriyie, has declared his candidacy for the upcoming 2023 presidential elections. He ran on the same ticket in 2019 where he lost to Keto Kroku, and he's accused the current GFA president of nepotism and incompetence.
We need to move on from repetitive mistakes towards a more practical approach to solving problems. In these challenging times, I come in as a beacon of hope, believing in the immense potential of Ghana football to rise above adversities. I offer a vision for future where our national teams will continuously compete at the highest level. Competence is the foundation upon which success is built. I will ensure that the GFA operates with the highest level of professionalism and competence, devoid of nepotism, cronyism, vindictiveness, and disunity.
Very strong words from George Friye, who is seeking a term of office as GFA president. Elections are expected to be held in October. No word yet on which day in particular. But let's do some arm wrestling now. The 12th edition of the Africa Arm Wrestling Championships concluded yesterday with Ghana picking up 132 medals to be crowned the overall winners of the competition. The 3-day competition, which commenced on Friday, saw participation from 14 African countries. Team Ghana secured 47 gold medals, 55 silver, 30 bronze medals, the most by any country in the competition. Egypt, Nigeria, and Mali follow suit with 25, 10, and 9 gold medals, respectively. Charles Esibe is the president of the Ghana Arm Wrestling Association.
I am very, very happy as the president of Africa Arm Wrestling Federation, not because of the performance or the beauty of the event we had, but particularly I'm happy because we saw some class, we saw some quality, we saw great pullers displaying skill and strength to be able to represent Africa at the upcoming World Combat Games, the World Championship, and the Africa Games. The performance I saw on the day gives me hope and the impression that Africa has come of age.
Charles Esibe is president of the Ghana Arm Wrestling Association, also president of the Africa Arm Wrestling Federation. Now, some transfer news. Saudi Arabia continues their shopping spree in European football with Roberto Firmino their latest target. Al Ahly's proposal to Firmino will see the Brazilian sign a 3-year deal. Marcelo Brozovic is another player on the Saudi Arabia radar, attracting interest from Al Nassr. He's expected to complete his move later this week from Inter Milan. Meanwhile, Kai Havertz is expected to complete his transfer from Chelsea to Arsenal this week. The Gunners are also pursuing a move for Ajax defender Jurrien Timber. Speaking of Chelsea, their captain Cesar Azpilicueta is also on his way to Inter Milan. Let's conclude with tennis, and Carlos Alcaraz won his first title on grass and regained the world #1 ranking with an impressive victory over Alex de Minaur in the Queen's final. Alcaraz's 6-4, 6-4 triumph means he moves above Novak Djokovic in the rankings and will be the top men's seed at Wimbledon, which starts on the 3rd of July. The BBC's Russell Fuller has more.
Alex de Minaur had the first chances on a sultry and windy day at this historic London venue. But Carlos Alcaraz saved 2 break points at 3-4 in the first set before immediately breaking the Australian serve. There was just 1 break in the second set too, conceded by de Minaur after a double fault. Alcaraz says he feels as if he's been playing on grass for many years and believes he is one of the favourites to deny Novak Djokovic an 8th Wimbledon title. His right thigh was heavily strapped before the second set began, but he considers it nothing serious, and he's now joined Rafael Nadal and Feliciano Lopez as recent winners from Spain.
That's the BBC's Russell Fuller, bringing an end to sports here on the Joy Sports Centre with me, Fentio Tahiru Fentio. There's more sports on our website, myjoyonline.com/sports. That's where you find a list of all the winners from last night's Ghana Football Awards. Once again, congratulations to Kudus Mohammed for picking up the Men's Player of the Year. Winston.
Fentio.
You alright?
I'm alright, birthday boy. Where's the party?
Which party? You have not given me a birthday gift and you asked me for a party.
But in Ghana, when is your birthday? You are the one who does the party.
You are even lucky that I've remembered my birthday. Where I grew up, I used not to remember my birthday.
Oh,
but birthdays were not a thing.
This one is good that you've remembered. So let's
know.
Thanks
to Facebook.
When
which sends you a reminder.
When and where we'll have the party.
Huh?
When and where?
Are you organizing?
How can I organize a party for you?
It's my birthday.
Oh, yes.
I'm the special one here.
So organize something for us. Are you going to, so that I start preparing lunch?
Which lunch?
Look at how Gary is smiling. He's waiting. Please, let's go with the announcement. Or you do
Right.
it off air.
Mr. Al Smith will put something together.
Or you tell me
Gary
off
will
air.
put something together.
Or you tell me off air.
Gary, this is my first birthday at the multimedia group.
So?
Do something.
Even more reason why you should organize for
That's the more reason you should be organizing something. Young man.
But this thing, I've never understood this concept.
Do you know the song?
Neither it's my birthday, you know.
Do you know the song that
You see
says,
that thing? See, listen.
Do something before you die.
No.
Let me
That
sing
thing,
it. Hold
that
on.
thing, listen, that
Let me
thing.
sing that song for
That
you
thing.
before you go. Do something before you die. Yeah, bibi ansana wewu.
Okay.
Femonoko.
Okay.
Dani oshi jelemi. Wana de hafi naku. Do something before you die.
Let me tell you
Bye-bye.
something. Every day, when you give birth to your child, you know, their birthdays, who celebrates it for them? Do
What
they
you
do it
say?
themselves?
What do you say? Your child. All right,
But I'm still a child.
Get out of here. Thank you very much, Fentu Tahiru Fentu. Well, let's get interactive this morning here on social media. You can join us using the hashtag JoySMS. Tell us, what who you think would win the Assin North elections, and social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. Number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief, and GTP lifestyle. So does your existing salary account give you more? Is your salary in the right account? Worry no more, because the EcoBank salary account is here to help you. Open an EcoBank salary account today and enjoy free life insurance, which covers temporary and permanent disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and death. With the EcoBank salary account, you have the ability to save as you spend, free debit card, access to loans, and more. And the best part is you stand a chance to double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary promo. Reloaded from now till the end of July. So open an EcoBank salary account today by visiting our EcoBank branch or ecobank.com to open an account online for amazing benefits. Please beware of scammers who may contact you on this offer. Always remember that always visit an EcoBank branch or call EcoBank toll free on 0800 003 225 for further details on the EcoBank salary account and the EcoBank Double Salary promo reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. When we return after these messages, we'll bring you food for thought brought to us by Roverman Productions. Stay with us.
Hey, this one, Gantuan account. Why are you running? It's all about the EcoBank salary account. EcoBank salary account. Why? You gonna make me fly? I promise, it will make your pockets rise. The salary account comes with many incredible benefits, like free life insurance, which covers permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, temporal disability, retrenchment, and death. Also, see how you spend. Access loans, get free debit cards, and the chance to double your salary and more in the EcoBank Double Salary promo reloaded. It's starting from this May to July 31st, 2023. And there are so many other consolation prizes to be won.
Hey, no wonder my hand was itching. This is the perfect account for my salary.
So go ahead, open an EcoBank salary account today. You also stand a chance to win more than double your salary from 1st of May to the 31st of July in the EcoBank Double Salary promo reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is under the supervision of the National Lottery Authority under the Caritas Lottery Platform. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
When you are born from Ghanaian soil, you are born rich. Rich in who you are, with natural Ghanaian richness inspired by Mother Nature herself. Just like our premium water, with natural minerals that create pure premium mineral water. Made right here by the same Ghanaian soil that made you. Voltic. Own your richness. Voltic, a product of the Coca-Cola Company. This advert is FDA approved.
All right, welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and it's now time for Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. Uncle, good morning.
Be the difference.
Yes, Uncle, good morning. Good morning.
How's about you, say?
Uncle.
I've missed you these last few days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think about you.
Oh, that's great. I've been looking forward to I Like What You Like.
I like what you like.
I'll be there.
Yes,
there.
We are looking forward to sharing it with the world. Yesterday, we got a chance to run it through for my group members, and it was difficult getting them to contain their excitement right through the show.
Wow,
it's a crazy play. It is a crazy play. And so we have added the Friday evenings, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And then a show also on Sunday afternoon for 1.
Yeah.
The idea is the Friday evening was actually in response to those who live in places where traffic on a Friday is so crazy, they have to find reasons to hang around town. And so this time, on Friday when you close, you can come to the theater. By the time we are done, the traffic on your route would have gone down seriously, and then you can go home without stress. Plus, you find joy yourself as well.
Yeah.
And it is not just a show. We also put up some music. We make it an event. And then Sunday afternoon, for those who go to church, and once they get back home, they will not come back to town. So from church, pass through National Theatre, take the play, and then go home. So hopefully I'll see you.
I will be there. I choose one of the days and then come over.
All right.
I want to check why you chose I Like What You Like. I want to come and check that one.
All right. We'll wait. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after the production.
Sure.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
I devoted my 2 presentations last week to celebrating fathers and fatherhood. I began by saying that I am the son of my father, and then I followed that up with I am the son of the proverbial village. That is the collection of men who mentored me and or made impact in my life. I refrain from mentioning names for fear of leaving any of them out.
Sure.
This morning, I bring you the 3rd presentation on my reflections on fatherhood this year. It is only a naive or damaged person who will question the role of a father. The importance of having a father cannot be overemphasized. And I am not talking about just the provision father brings. The importance of father goes far beyond money and what money can buy. It is true that when the children are infants, the role of the father may not be that obvious. But even then, most mothers will tell you that when the children were small, whenever their father traveled, the children had nightmares through the night and run temperatures through the night.
Sure.
Come the morning, mother takes the children to see the doctor, and after examining them, the doctor declares that there is nothing wrong with the children. This, of course, puzzles mother because she knows that her children were seriously ill that night. This continues until their father returns from his journey. The day he returns, the children's quote-unquote illness vanishes. I believe that it has to do with the spirit that father covers his home with. Father may not be aware of that covering, but that he has over his household, but it is still there. Now, important and critical that a father is for the development of all of us, the cruel truth is that not all fathers live long enough to see us grow. My father, for instance, died when I was 14. The last of my brothers was just 1 year old when the old man died.
Wow.
The impact of that loss on the child is deep. So, through no fault of many of us, we grew up without our fathers. I believe that it is important for us to look for a father when our biological fathers are not available for whatever reason to play the roles in our to play their roles in their lives, in our lives. In my case, I got to stay with an uncle. But in addition, I also looked up to some godly men who had something to teach us as my father figures. I watched their lives closely and paid attention to their words. I also read the books of certain authors and allowed their teachings to guide me. In these ways, I got a benefit of the insight and direction of godly men who guided me without knowing as my fathers. Today, just as I leaned on some men as my fathers, I have hundreds of young people also looking up to me as their fathers, as their father. It is the biggest honor of my life that I get to call and many of these as my children. This morning, I want to share my experience with just three of those boys.
Okay.
There will be time later for me to talk about my daughters. Chunebu Akodia, affectionately called TK, was one of the boys I knew through Youth for Christ.
Okay.
He became the leader of J Theatre, the same drama group I led. And because of that background, a close bond developed between TK and I. TK was one of the most intelligent and strong personalities I had met. He held himself accountable to me in big and small ways, and I responded by embracing him as my son. He means the world to me. And then there is the case of Doc. About 20 years ago, a young man called me on the phone and began by reciting some of my presentations to me on the line. He told me that he never missed a presentation of Food for Thought, then called Rover Report. He said when he knew he would not be available for a presentation, he arranged for the presentation to be recorded for him.
Wow.
And he listened to them over and over. I was amazed and impressed by this young man. He blew me away completely with his intelligence and eloquence. And that was the beginning of me becoming the father of this young man, who today is a medical officer in charge of Lekma Polyclinic, Dr. William Ochrefrempong.
Oh, Dr. Will.
Yes, Dr. Willie, as I call
That's
him.
how I call him, Dr. Will.
Yeah, okay. I won my admiration, and so becoming a father to him was a privilege and an honor for me. Today, Dr. William Ochrefrempong is a cherished son of mine. In both the case of TK and Dr. Willie, these young men chose me as father, and I feel blessed that they did. I share these to underscore my point that if you lose your father, you don't have to be fatherless. And if you have a father who is not playing the kind of role you need in a father, you can find someone who can play that role in your life. That is one of the most beautiful things about life. Friedrich Nietzsche, a German philosopher, said, quote, "Whoever does not have a good father should procure one," end of quote. I know that there are many young people out there who have made me their father. I've never met some of them, but they have adopted me as their father, and they take whatever I say on air as if I am talking to them directly. They consider whether I would approve of something before they do it or refrain from doing it. Today, as I begin to round up my reflections on fatherhood for this year, I want to say to all these young people to whom I have become father that I know I am your father. And so I pray for you daily. I'm proud of you, and I want you to know that because of you, I also try to be a better man every day. The kind of man you can continue to be proud to call father. And so, to the Joyces, the Nas, the Tikis, the Belles, the Dr. Willis, the Belindas, the Victorias, the Elsies, the Jeffes, the Ethels, the Akosias, the Claudius, the JBs, the KYs, the Tinas, the Gifting Nancy's, the Abizigas, and the hundreds of young people who call me father and hold themselves accountable to me. I want you to know that you enrich my life. I continue to pray that you will continue to be covered by the mercy, the grace, and the favor of God that is upon me. I give you a father's blessings and a father's gratitude. Thank you, every one of you, because your love and respect and devotion make a better man of me every day. God willing, on Thursday, I shall bring you the letter I've written for all of you. Until then, stay blessed. And what you say? That is my presentation for this morning.
Thank you very, very much, Uncle, for being a father to all these persons. And in fact, like you stated in the case of Dr. Will, you don't know the number of people who would not miss food for thought for anything. They always look forward to it. And everything you say in there goes a long way in shaping all of us, our lives. So we're all grateful to you, Uncle. Thank you very, very much.
And thank you for being a partner of Food for Thought as well.
God bless you
and the rest of the team.
Thank you very much, Uncle.
I look forward to the mornings, and especially the opportunity to punch you. And could you and all of you.
I like that. Do enjoy your day, Uncle. But let me tell you about Riverman Productions, because in partnership with Joy FM and the National Theatre, they are ready to excite you again with another brand new and hilarious play. I like what you like. So ever since Kwesi fell from grace, Iris, his wife, has had to take up the cost of running the home. But an unexpected announcement turns Kwesi's dreadful morning into a very exciting one and sets him on an adventure he's not ready for. Now imagine her frustration when wealth comes knocking and he's taking his time to answer the door. How will he be able to handle the stress and pressures of good unseen? I Like What You Like is a test of integrity, faith, love, and honor. This play comes off at the National Theatre from the 7th to the 16th of July as follows. Fridays, 7 p.m., 1 show only. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., 2 shows only. And Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m., 3 shows. So that is Riverman 1, 2, 3. You can't miss a play. Rate is 150 Ghana Cedis. Tickets are available now via Korba short code *365# *535# You can also visit Riverman Productions pages on Facebook and Instagram, or call 0505 546 010. WhatsApp 0505 546 030 for enquiries. Sponsors: Ebony Condoms, Gino Tomato Mix, and GCB Bank PLC. Communications partner: M Notify. Riverman Productions, be the difference.
In partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, Riverman Productions present I Like What You Like, an original Ebo White play.
Hey, Kwesi Trumpet, what kind of misfortune follows you so much that when your rich auntie dies in the US, the only thing she leaves you is her ashes? Boy, you won't keep that thing in this household. Put it outside the gate and regard it as wakekeeping. Or you can use it for tea. Your needs your share.
Well, his auntie named him a sole beneficiary to her estate.
I am his wife. How much is it worth?
Roughly $350 million.
What? Oh, Oh, Kwesi, we cannot leave her outside the gate. She will feel cold. Let us keep her on the dresser in the guest room and ensure she gets a befitting burial.
Shows at the National Theatre on July 7th, 8th, 9th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Friday at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Tickets available on the short code *365 *535# and all the usual outlets. 150 Ghana Cedis. Sponsored by Ebony Condoms, Gino, GCP, and M Notify. Riverman Productions. Be the difference.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. This morning, let's get interactive. Would love to know what your thoughts are. So, I'm sure you've been monitoring the Assin North By-Election. So, who's your bet on? Who's your money on? Who do you think is going to win that election? Why don't you join us on Twitter? Use the hashtag JoySMS and share your thoughts with us. As always, we'll also share your thoughts with the rest of the world. Don't forget to get onto Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS and share your thoughts with us. And we'll do same with the rest of the world. Now time for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and McDan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and McDan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution. The Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers Association is warning of a shortage of LPG if the expected strike of the Ghana National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union is not averted. The board and management of the Thermal Oil Refinery have justified a lease deal with private investor Decimal and Torrentco, insisting it presents a viable option to turn around its dwindling fortunes. Customers of MTN Ghana will from the 1st of July be charged a 1% fee on mobile money cash out transactions for 200 Ghana cedis or more. However, transactions above 2,000 Ghana cedis will attract a flat rate of 20 cedis. And PwC Australia says it will sell its government business for $1 Australian after a scandal over the misuse of confidential government tax plans. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and McDan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
So welcome back, and looking for quick and hassle-free loan with no collateral required? Then look no further, because CBG Smart Loan is designed to help your business access funds without collateral. And with our SME Smart Loan, you can access a quick and hassle-free loan without collateral, comfortable monthly loan repayment schedule, collection services with our Seeker Collect platform to save you the trouble of visiting the branch to make payments. So don't let financial constraints hinder your entrepreneurial dreams. Walk into any of our 114 branches nationwide or contact us on 0302-216-000 for more information. You can also reach us on our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Email info@cbg.com.gh or visit our website, cbg.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Vodafone. Further together, latest film, your partner for life. Belmonte by CPL developers the ultimate luxury experience. And Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking. Our focus is on Assin North constituency this morning. And yesterday was the final rallies. Listen.
The president cannot lie to the people of Assin to think Sakande issue is the same as Jachi Kwesen. Sakande went to prison because he lied. He hid his passport. I am standing here today. That is a lie. He won't go to prison. He says the MPP is trying to scare him. We are not the ones. It is Ghana's law that is scaring him. It is the law that is working.
Appeal Court, Supreme Court, High Court.
So you heard from John Dramani Mahama, and looks like the campaigning messaging has all been around. What could happen to James Jachi Kwesen? How does that influence the decision tomorrow? How does Assin Breku influence the decision tomorrow? And how does the settler communities influence the decision tomorrow? How do the settler communities influence the decision tomorrow? We'll tell you more about that right here on the Super Morning Show, because we'll be telling you what to look forward to in Assin North. But the Vodafone Edem promo is finally here. Receive up to 20% of your money back in your Vodafone cash wallet when you recharge with 5 Ghana cedis or more. But Edem. Yes, to more reasons to keep your conversations going with a DIM promotion, you can send credit to a friend and they too will receive up to 20% instant cash recharge with 5 Ghana cedis and more from your preferred short code, your Vodafone cash wallet credit transfer, my Vodafone app, or other preferred payment platforms. The higher you recharge, the more you get back. Keep reloading in the DIM promotion and win with Vodafone. Vodafone, further together. Now you're looking for a 1-seater, 2-seater, 3-seater L-shaped sofa crafted to the finest details and available in various colors for your home, office, or hotel. If you're looking for comfort, durability, quality, and that perfect finishing, then look no further, because Latest Foam is your one-stop shop, whatever your choice or budget. So buy from the best, not the imitated. Buy Latest Foam. Latest Foam, your partner for life. And welcome to Belmonte, where luxury meets comfort. If you're in a market for a home that combines class, convenience, and comfort, then look no further than Belmonte. Belmonte is located in the prime East Legon area of Lagos Avenue. The Belmonte stylish apartment offers first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. So whether you're looking for an executive studio suite, a cozy one-bedroom apartment, a spacious two-bedroom apartment, or a custom villa, we've got you covered. But that's not all. Belmonte offers a range of top-notch facilities to relax and keep you entertained. So why wait? Take the first step towards your dream home. Sign up for our 3-year payment plan and own your property today. Contact us on 0204 343 011 or 0204 343 015. Belmonte is developed by CPL. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages where our friends from Absa Bank will be joining us here on the Super Morning Show.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before? Make I tell you about Vodafone's demo promo. See, anytime you recharge a demo, you get up to 20%, whether it be short code or your Vodafone cash wallet, or you don't use credit transfer to your number or someone else. And now you be high tech, so you don't use my Vodafone app or any payment app. However you do, Vodafone go send you up to 20% cash back into your Vodafone cash account. We'll reload it, but then you enter. Top up your airtime with 5 Ghana cedi or more in Vodafone's demo promotion and receive 20% of your money back straight into your Vodafone cash wallet. Recharge and cash out in the Vodafone demo promotion.
Vodafone, further together.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office, or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice, whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Welcome to Belmonte, where luxury meets comfort. If you're in the market for a home that combines class, convenience, and comfort, then look no further than Belmonte. Belmonte is located in the prime East Legon area off Lagos Avenue. The Belmonte stylish apartment offers first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. Whether you are looking for an executive studio suite or a cozy one-bedroom apartment, a spacious two-bedroom apartment, or a custom villa, we have you covered. But that's not all. Belmonte offers a range of top-notch facilities to relax and keep you entertained. So why wait? Take the first step towards your dream home. Sign up for our 3-year payment plan and own your property today. Contact us at 0204 343 011 or 0204 343 015 to learn more. Belmonte is developed by CPL Developers.
It's morning in Africa. It won't be bright for another hour or two, but the continent is already on the move. Trade is kicking up and spirits are high as the continent prepares to move yet another 1 million tons of goods to markets across the seas. It's the hour for making tea and coffee, of cotton bales, splitting wood, diamonds in metal boxes, and tall buildings going up. The train engines are revving up, factories are opening, and big undersea cables are pushing the continent alive. 4 time zones, 1 million opportunities, and vibrant young professionals 100 million strong. It's morning in Africa, and one bank is opening the door to endless opportunities. With seamless Pan-African payment and trade solutions and presence in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, we are Africa's gateway to the world.
Access, more than banking.
You know, I still haven't told my husband. I'm afraid of his reaction.
Oh, I thought you said you would try to disclose your HIV positive status to him on your birthday.
I wanted to, but never got round to it. It just did not seem like the right time to say it.
Don't you want him to go and test to know his status too?
Of course I do. I am just afraid of his reaction. I am afraid he will walk out on me and quit the marriage.
But you can't be too sure of that.
You know, the other day when he heard HIV in the news, he referred to it as a bad disease. And I know a couple of people whose partners deserted them because they tested positive for HIV.
But it is also important for him to test for HIV and start antiretroviral medication if he is HIV positive.
So what should I do now?
Why don't we ask your HIV counselor at the facility for advice? Come on, let us call her and find out how best to disclose your HIV status to your husband and also get him to test for HIV.
This message is brought to you by Ghana AIDS Commission.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish. Your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG. We stand with
you. Mr. K.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
Them the sissy for me, yeah. Them the sissy for you too. Them the talk about me, yeah. If your body they want you, I'm gonna play me like a fire. I gotta know that it's your fire. I'm gonna play me like a fire. They gonna do it, I'm gonna move with him, they go take fire. Counting the paper, $10. Who got plans, you know the chop baller. Oh, chop baller. Bet no friend from no inform. Them go show you $2. Them the sissy for me, yeah. Them go sissy for you too. Them the talk about me, yeah. If your body they want you, I'm gonna play me like a fire.
Make we scatter this place tonight. Dance and sweat till life's in a fight. We must settle this thing tonight. Yeah. Come, let us catch some feelings for night. Yeah. And if you tell me, say make a bello. I don't go waste time, but to do like so. You way I get to go wrong. All over. This feeling got me falling. All over. Get tired of something they do me for body, oh. All over. I make we spend this money, oh. All over. Now because of you way I get to go wrong. All over. This feeling got me falling. All over. Get tired of something they do me for body, oh. All over. I make you
Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
You were offered tea and biscuits, not so?
I was offered tea. I wasn't offered any biscuits. Order in court, please.
I hear you always on air disagreeing with me and so vehement that people are doubting, is this really my friend? So I'm just drawing your attention. If you want to continue to be my friend, then you know the proper thing to do.
If I want to be your friend, or if you want to be my friend, it's mutual. It's mutual.
You have to be my friend, not me being your friend. At least I have a position in Ghana. Number 3. What is your number?
Yes, Speaker. Your number three is not in government. Your number three is not in government.
No, I didn't say in government. I said in the country.
That is
what is your position in the country?
My position, Mr. Speaker, is that my position is a versatile utility
number
which may have much more significance than a fixated player.
Your number is what? We are waiting.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, this is Kobe Mike. You're speaking from MTN office.
Kobe. How am fat?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, this is Kobe Mike. You're speaking from MTN office.
Kobe. How am fat?
And if you think I'm wrong or not,
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7
judge me like say you be holy past. I did love my life, get my peace of mind, better try survive. We all be sinners, my body, nobody holy past. And my happiness comes first. I never come left to stress. Yeah.
This here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning, as part of its innate culture of always staying ahead of competition and meeting customers at point of need, Absa Bank Ghana has launched a game-changing financial services platform for its corporate and institutional customers in Ghana and the sub-region. Now, that platform, Absa Access, is touted as the answer to the often insatiable quest by customers for a more bespoke and 360 financial services platform that addresses every need or request. This morning, we're joined by Kwabnama, who's head of Absa Bank's corporate digital solutions, to help me make sense of this new service. Good morning, Kwabna, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston. Thanks for having me.
Hope you're doing very well.
Absolutely.
Great. We'll get into the conversation shortly, but first, I've got a question for all of you. So what's exciting, delicious, creamy, and rich with vitamins, minerals, and has the goodness of cocoa all at the same time? I'm sure you can guess what it is. Well, in case you don't know, I'll tell you, it's a brand new niche chocolate drink made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche chocolate is full of delicious goodness. Niche chocolate drink comes in 250 ml bottle and 180 ml Tetra Pak so that you can enjoy it big or small. It's great for all members of the family. Visit a shop near you to get yours, and I know that you would love it. Contact Niche on 0531 818292 or 0277 779560. So there are levels to headache, but the worst kind of headache is when someone buys an item from your shop, sends you mobile money, leaves your shop, and you still don't have any notification of the cash hitting your account. That's when you keep checking your account over and over and over again. Well, you can avoid that with BluePay because BluePay allows you to receive cash instantly from your customers. You only dial their phone numbers and the amount they owe. They'll receive the BluePay prompt on their phones to enter their PIN. Know what you would do. Or your customers can slot their bank cards into your BluePay POS, enter their PIN. Know what you would do. For BluePay, you would do with no e-levy charges. Call or WhatsApp 0547220200 or visit bluepay.com.gh, blue spelled BLU. So that's a blue without an E to register and get BluePay for your business today. Blue Pay never miss a sale. Great. So, Kobna, let's get into the conversation again now. Kobna Moore is Head of Corporate Digital Solutions of Absa Bank, joining us here on the Super Morning Show to tell us more about Absa Access. So, what is Absa Access? Let's start from that point.
Thank you very much, Winston. So, before then, we find ourselves in a business environment that requires that we have constant engagement with our clients to ensure that they have the best of experience with us. Now, what is obvious today is that clients are increasingly looking for access to convenient banking services that would allow them to have a 360 view of all of what they do, have oversight of their corporate banking products and services. Now, this is where Absa Access comes in. Absa Access is, if you like, a digital platform, all right, that gives our clients access to corporate and investment banking products and services through a single sign-on to essentially all of these services, all right? And Absa Access adopts what we call a multi-channel approach. Now, one of these channels is what we call the Absa Access host. Now, what host does is that it's a single secure connection that you establish between client and bank using connectivity protocols that then allow us to connect directly into the client's enterprise resource application system. So any ERP that you're running, Oracle, SAP, JD Edwards, whatever, these are typically clients that run large volume transactions and want to be able to have all of these done within the ERP system. So in your accounts payable, you initiate all your payments, and all of that instruction travels through that secure tunnel that you've built between client and bank, gets to the bank. These transactions are processed. Your payment status reports are immediately transmitted to you. You also have visibility of your accounts and your balances so that you can take decisions going forward, reconciliations, etc. Then you also have online. So online is a web interface. So again, within Absa Access, there's Absa Access Online. That's a web interface that you actually log on. Again, giving you access to all of your corporate and investment banking products and services using an online interface. And it's browser agnostic, which means that you're not tied to Google Chrome or Internet Explorer or any browser. You can log on from pretty much any standard browser. It's also allows you then to initiate your transactions, have view of balances, and all of that. So basically, that's what Absa Access is all about.
So I mean, let's get in detail here and find out the products and services that are on Absa Access.
Absolutely. So within Absa Access, you have domestic payments, international funds transfers. You are also able to process things like your salaries and all of that. So clients have the ability to enjoy a very simple, secure, and cost-effective domestic and international payments experience, having full control of your payables, your cash flows, and also everything from pension payments, dividend payments. All of this can be done within the Absa Access online and host framework. And also, you can also manage beneficiaries. So all of your suppliers, etc., that you make payment to them, you can maintain those beneficiary accounts within your system so that just at a click of a button, you can pay to those listed beneficiaries. It also allows you to do things like paying against an overdraft or your available funds. Now, additionally, with enhanced balance and transaction reporting, there's also several benefits as in accessing your statements in whatever formats that you want. So statements can be downloadable in PDF, in Swift MT940. Okay. So the whole range of services that you can imagine in any typical transaction and banking system.
Now, talking about payments, does the platform support bulk mobile payments?
Absolutely. And what we've done within the Absa Access channel framework is that we've also partnered all the major MNOs or telcos, so MTN, Vodafone, and AT, and that allows us to then build a purpose-built mobile solution, which enables our clients to transfer funds directly from their accounts to the mobile wallets of beneficiaries.
Okay.
So what it does is that the user once you initiate a transaction and it goes through authorization, you immediately receive, real-time updates on the payments that you've done. And it also provides clients with, ease of reconciliation. Transactions that are not successfully delivered will auto return onto your account, so you can see those. So that's really a game changer within the mobile space, because then in bulk, you can actually push transactions to multiple people across all the networks.
Great. So let's explain it in practical terms. We bring it down in practical terms. How does one get on the platform?
All right. So onboarding is a pretty simple process, which involves the completion of a PDF, application form. It's a purely electronic form, so you don't have to write anything with your hands. You electronically complete the form using drop downs and checkboxes and radio buttons, etc. Once the form is completed, it's submitted through to the bank. It goes through an onboarding or a setup process, if you like. So this is where we assign entitlements to the client. The various users who require access to the channel, etc., are assigned entitlements. Once that is done, the users would then receive their user credentials, via email. So you're going to receive an email that says "Welcome to ABSA," and that has all your login credentials, your security codes, etc., that you're going to use to then register your profile and activate, and then you're good to go. Essentially, what it then does is that security is also very key in any such corporate internet banking system. We adopt a multi-factor security system, which means that the users would log in using a username, a password, and also a digital certificate. Essentially, a digital certificate, you're installing it onto the device onto which you are accessing the channel. So that adds a third level of security, which means that without the digital certificate installed on that device, you cannot log in and access the system. Additionally, we have what we call the multi-factor authentication.
Okay.
With multi-factor authentication, or M2FA, you're essentially downloading an app from the App Store or the Google Play Store. It's an ABSA Access mobile app. Once you download that app, you're pairing your profile with your device. So your mobile device, you're pairing your profile with that device. And once you're logging into the environment, you enter your username, you enter your password. It then throws a one-time passcode to your cell phone.
Okay.
And it is that 6-digit number that you then use to complete the authentication.
Okay.
So again, from a security perspective, we've made sure that this is a financial system, and you don't want to compromise security in any way for any man-in-the-middle attacks, etc., to happen.
Great. So how does ABSA Access support my BELA and regulatory payments?
Yeah, so within the ABSA Access online channel, verified payments can be accessed. So bill payments, typically making payments for your taxes, any other BELA type payment that you can think about. The channel has the ability to bring together collectors and payers, essentially, so that you receive bespoke services that help to control, predictability of your collections, and also reduce things like reconciliation errors. Now, this is achieved by linking directly into the collector's backend system or ERP via an API, and it assures, real-time validation of a payment. So what you're doing is that you enter, let's say, your contract ID or your customer code. It retrieves your obligation that you need to pay against, and once that payment shows up, you're paying directly against it, and the receiver's system is also updated immediately, so that there isn't an issue of a denial of service because a payment has not gone through and been paid through accurately. Your narrations and everything are predefined, and it also makes reconciliation fairly easy.
Great. And I'm sure, a lot of businesses will be asking themselves the question, how can ABSA Access support my trade payments?
Yeah. So again, within ABSA Access Online, you have a single sign-on access to multiple products, one of which is the Trade Management Online system.
Okay.
And essentially what TMO does It provides, access to trade finance products that clients may use to initiate, their trade transactions. So this will then allow you to manage the full life cycle of your trade finance. Things like your letters of credit, your bank guarantees, trade loans, documentary collections. All of these you can initiate right from the comfort of your office using the ABSA Access Trade Management online system. So if you look at it, it's not, you're not using multiple access points to reach the bank. With a single sign-on, you're able to do things like bulk mobile, do your domestic payments, do your biller payments, do your trade management online, all within a single platform, a single secure interface.
Wow. So folks, you know why you should be getting onto the ABSA Access. Finally, Kobnamwa, so for that person listening to us, probably still undecided, what do you tell him or her about getting onto the ABSA Access?
Well, the thing is that you certainly got to experience it. For Mark's ABSA, I would say that our brand purpose as a business reflects a journey of empowering Africa's tomorrow together, one story at a time. This means that we are constantly responding to the changing needs and dynamics of the ecosystem in which we operate, using new information tools and technology in order to meet the shifting needs of our clients. We recognize that without our clients, we don't really have a business, all right? And so we will not, rest on what we do. We continue to push the frontiers of what we're doing to give our clients the best of experiences and to try and help drive their businesses.
Thank you very, very much, Kobnamwa, who is head of Corporate Digital Solutions of ABSA, for joining us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Avoid such payment issues with BluePay. BluePay lets you easily receive payments on your mobile device with no e-levy charges. Simply enter your customer's number and the amount to be paid on your BluePay app. The customer will receive the BluePay prompt to confirm with their PIN instantly. Customers can also pay with bank cards using the BluePay POS device. Call or WhatsApp 054-7220-200 or visit bluepay.com.gh to register and get BluePay for your business today. BluePay, never miss a sale.
Home is your sanctuary. Home is a reflection of who you are, an extension of your inner being. Take your time. Get it right. The furniture, the decor, the accessories, the lights. When it feels like you, it feels like home. Shop at Orca for the most variety of quality furniture and accessories to personalize your space and make your house a home. Visit the Orca Deco Superstore on Spinks Road today.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn. You no buff, you no chop. Where it vanish for your area for 2 weeks. You not get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor gets water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank gets meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selendion. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! That's my boss, Mr. Poncho go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank! By Duraplast.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities from 1,500 cedis upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today. 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
When Solomon had finished praying, fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offering and the sacrifices, and the glory of the Lord filled the temple. It's time to pray and pray again. Are you ready for Stand in the Gap? 48 hours of non-stop prayer? Join the global gathering of prayer warriors, prayer addicts, and believers from the 6th to the 8th of July, starting 6 p.m. This year, under the mandate of our global lead pastor, Prophet Gideon Danso, we are declaring, let the fire fall. Joining him, our mighty men of God, the Reverend Ben Doku, Pastor John Hanna, Dr. Robert Ampia Kofi, Pastor Marky Thompson, Pastor Nathaniel Bassi, Pastor William McDowell, and the sound of our house, EWC Live. Location is the EWC Prayer Factory, Jowulu, next to the Allied Heights. It's your season of divine visitation. Come and birth your testimony at Stand in the Gap, brought to you by the Empowerment Worship Center, where God lives.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
The president cannot lie to the people of Assin to think Sakande issue is the same as Jachi Kwesin. Sakande went to prison because he lied. He hid his passport. I am standing here today. That is a lie. He won't go to prison. He says the MPP is trying to scare him. We are not the ones. It is Ghana's law that is scaring you. It is the law that is working.
Maybe Oba don't know not appeal court, authority Supreme Court, authority High Court.
And dubbed a referendum on the NPP government in less than 24 hours, the people of Assin North get to choose a new member of parliament. Would James Jachikwe cement his place as the man the people of Assin North trust in to lead them in parliament? Or will the NPP's Charles Opoku be the man to take the constituency or take over that seat? This morning we're going to get into discussions about Assin North. We're asking that critical question: will this be the referendum on the NPP government? Will James Jachikwe win the seat again, or the NPP's Charles Opoku would emerge victorious? What role will Assin Breku play in this year's by-election? It was that town that, according to the NPP, ensured that James Jachikwe won the 2020 parliamentary elections. Because for them, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo won 12 out of the 13 polling stations, with James Jachikwe, who hails from that town, also winning 12 of those polling stations. This morning, we're going to start in studio, get onto the grounds, back in studio, as we tell you everything you need to know about Assin North. But first, let me tell you about Absa Bank, because Absa Bank says they know that life is go when it is hard to make time for the things that really count, so they won't let banking get in your way. That's why with Absa's digital channels, you can bank when and where and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Banking has never been this easy. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Absa's digital channels. Now that's Africanacity, that's Absa. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh for further details. The Electricity Company of Ghana Limited wishes to inform the general public and their cherished customers that the company will embark on a nationwide revenue mobilization exercise commencing today, Monday, the 26th of June to Tuesday, the 4th of July 2023. This massive revenue mobilization exercise will focus on all categories of customers in arrears, including state-owned enterprises, and will be monitored by special teams who will apprehend and prosecute customers who attempt to interfere with the exercise and or undertake illegal self-reconnection after disconnection. Pursuant to this exercise, ECG shall operate with a lean staff pool who will provide essential services to customers during the revenue mobilization period to enable total participation by top management and staff. However, all customer service centers remain open to serve customers in arrears are advised to pay their bills now to avoid disconnection and payment of reconnection fees. Customers should please use the ECG mobile app to pay their bills anytime and anywhere. It is secure 24/7. Download the app from the Google Play Store, App Store, or call ECG Contact Center on 0302 611 611 for assistance. Help ECG to serve you better. And let me introduce the super delicious and yummy Macberry Twist Cupcake. The Macberry Twist Cupcakes are baked with natural ingredients and come in two flavors, vanilla and chocolate. Now, they taste as good as they look, and the best part is they're affordable. So hurry, get a whole pack for your family. Macberry Twist Cupcake is healthy and comes in handy as a portable snack for your kids to eat and share with friends at school. Indulge in a deliciously baked and irresistible taste of Macberry Twist Cupcake and enjoy the goodness in every bite. It is available in every supermarket and provision shop near you. Macberry Twist Cupcake, simply irresistible, and this is approved by the FDA. We're going to get into the conversation shortly, but first let me tell you that we've been joined by poster and managing editor of the Daily Dispatch newspaper, Ben Epson. Ben Epson, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, so we've lost him. I will try and get him back on the line. But let's go to what transpired yesterday in the final rallies at Assin North. Let's listen to John Dramani Mahama, former president, and Nana Akufo-Addo, president of the Republic of Ghana.
It is Omoka say, oh, Jisikano na Ebodria say, Obeto Abamaye. Hey, nyame oye justice, God of justice. Na oko ye bosomfo ho a onye hwe a obi kokase yenkuruma wa omo ya enye da enti nipa a wawia usika wanfani na mba o odi kakra abrel na okaze bodua woji sika ni dia hwe enye o nipa wia usika ni mum ena duabodo ebebo no nipa wia usika no sa dua obebo no ono mum na duabo no bebo no because ono ena usika wo no enti sa sika no ogina odia nyame be hyirawo obeshirawo se wow usika yiraye wetimi ahwehwe esanya usika age entro ne nekre etumrika entro dikan enso obedre wiye no nokre ene bedin kudim enti omo na ma omo kase Jachikwesin motoma na obeko prison me catch am say Jachikwesin onko prison ne onko prison china
Joy 99.7 FM.
Now, people are about to tell me back and say, oh, Ghana for the you need to check my money with you. Hey, that's any pain. Of Ghana for Papa. And check my name with you. You won't fear. You won't fear. Yeah, I got two little second. Sa Paswa and the little person. Let me know about that. I say before the minute if you say and then they run around. Then I'm right and they run around. And then I'm about to run around. Then I'm right and they run around. And then I'm run around. Maybe we will be our Ghana. I said the two and then I'm out there and then no. The police answer, who are going to because of who way and say, nearly be that. 6.5 years in the world. Nearly been a mayor. And run a chewa, not you. And run a chewa, not you. And then make and I will move. There is someone make a move for quite to do more power. Now, brother, you quiet the brother. Mokoye onipa ebechi aba wo ba be boa na sama esi wa ha why say
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
So you heard from former President John Dramani Mahama and Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, current president, former president, indicating that, look, the people of Assin North, if anybody brings them money, they should take it because that's monies that have been taken from them. This is state's money in his words, and translated loosely, these are stolen funds. They should spend the monies but do the right things. And you heard from President Akufo-Addo indicating that, look, he's not the one, prosecuting James Jachikwesin, not persecuting him. It's the state that is dealing with him. That's because the state has laws, and the laws are the laws that are being used to try him just because he's not done the right thing. Let's get on to the phone line. Ben Efson is a poster and managing editor of the Dispatch newspaper. Ben Efson, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, and good morning to our listeners.
Great. So I know that before we get into who would even win Assin North, because I know you have done some exercise on that, let's look at the final rallies and the speeches of one former President Mahama and two Nana Akufo-Addo. Your brief analysis of that.
I think that John Mahama has taken an unnecessary risk by saying that the results of tomorrow's by-election will be a determining factor of whether the MPP government is doing well or not. What if MPP wins? You, as the presidential candidate of the NDC, you're giving the MPP a weapon they will always use against you. That I think was one slip he may have made.
Okay.
Concerning President Akufo-Addo, obviously, the NDC has been trying to play the sympathy card. That is why he was on the defense that it was not him who is prosecuting Christians. You know, when the Christian thing started, you know, if you go to, let me give your readers an example of how you identify a swing voting area.
Okay.
If you look at the polling station results, and that area, the two parties share 44, 45, or 40, 40, that is a swing area. So when the Christian thing started, we took some constituencies, polling station results, and we were monitoring. He had sympathy. It was when some NDC people themselves came to say that Christian was disqualified in 2012 and 2016 by the NDC because of the non-renunciation of his Canadian citizenship. The sympathy some of them had for Christian ebbed away. Clearly, that ebbed away, that the NDC took an unnecessary risk because the heart of the late Adamu Sakande's judgment, which hindered on renunciation of another citizenship, I think was that when you present your forms to the Electoral Commission, you pay and you are given a receipt. At that point in time, if you have not got your renunciation, you are gone. So from our monitoring of the swing areas, you could see that that sympathy vote for Christian ebbed a bit, knowing that he had been trying since 2012 and the party itself had disqualified him.
Okay.
We have said it's a close election, but if, for example, you, the one talking to me, you want to bet on Christian, and it's for two main reasons. One, Christian over the past 5-6 years has been doing some work with an NGO. He's got an NGO which has been helping people across the political divide. That puts him in good stead with swing voters in Assin North. Both Christian and Opoku are from Assin Breku.
Yes.
Now, in 2012, NDC won presidential parliamentary. 2016, MPP won parliamentary and presidential. Now, the MPP candidate is the same lady who contested 2020 and lost. She's not from Breku, and she had issues with some of his own people in Breku. So you can see that in the election to elect a candidate, he did not attempt. The two candidates who contested for the NPP slot are both from Breku. So Christian and Opoku are likely to split the Assin Breku's vote. The lady is known in a town, I've forgotten the name, outside Breku.
Assin Kushia.
Pardon?
Abner Drew is from Assin Kushia.
Now, she has been campaigning with Opoku in her constituency. These are some of the advantages that Opoku takes into tomorrow's by-election.
Okay, so let me just get a clarification here. Let me say that we're joined by Professor Kobi Mensah, who is political marketing expert at the University of Ghana Business School. Professor Kobi Mensah, good morning.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
Thanks very much.
Let me say hello to Uncle Ben.
Well, good morning, Prof.
Okay.
Morning.
And let me welcome our listeners in Kumasi listening to us on Love 99.5 FM. So, Ben Efson, you're saying if we want to bet, we should bet on who? Charles Opoku or James Kwesing? Because earlier you said James Kwesing, but in ending you're talking about, Charles Opoku also.
No. I said it is close, but if you want to bet, you want to take a gamble, you want to bet as to, you can't say that there will have to be a winner. Then you can bet on MPP's Opoku.
You don't think that, the sympathy campaign and the campaign that government is deliberately, persecuting him, that they are persecuting him, would actually get people to vote for him again to come back to Parliament? He seems to be in very high spirits. He seems to be very confident that he's going to win.
Like I said, when the question trial had been starting and it was obvious that there might be a by-election, we took notice in some of the swing areas in Assin North. And revelations by some of the NDC executives themselves that they disqualified Question in 2012 and 2016 because of his non-renunciation. That has angered them against the NDC for taking an unnecessary risk that you did not see the certificate of renunciation and you presented him. The sympathy was there. But the NDC executives, the leading members, their own statements anoint those swing voters that why should the party take such a risk in a swing constituency when you had earlier disqualified him and you push him through on the same thing? That was what, but for that statement by the NDC themselves, Kwesi would have won again. But it is close, and you see, we took the swing voters into consideration. The lady who contested and lost, he's been able to galvanize quite a bit of votes for Opoku from her area of strength. That's why I'm saying that it's close, but you have to pick a winner. We think that Opoku will go through with his own philanthropic works and the anger of swing voters at, quote, the recklessness of the NDC in not seeing the renunciation, having disqualified him earlier.
Great. Before I get to Professor Kobe Mensah, now, would you say that this election is a referendum on the performance of the government? Hello, Ben.
Hello, yes, pardon?
Yeah, if you can hear me, I'm asking you that, you talked about the point that Mahama made earlier, and I'm asking your own view, whether you see this election as a referendum on the performance of the government.
Oh, I don't think so. 17 months elections, there are a lot of ifs and buts getting to there, like selection of candidates for MPP from Mahama has not picked his running mate. But Mahama's own words will come to haunt him. I think that as the candidate, it was too risky politically to say that the Assin North is going to be a reflection of the performance of the MPP government.
Okay.
What if MPP wins tomorrow? Can you stand up and criticize them when by your own? Mahama is not a novice in politics. He's been a member of parliament for a long time. I mean, he knows his way about in politics. So for him, as the candidate, to have made such a risky statement in such a close election, it may come to haunt him towards 2024. Because the 17 months, there are a lot of ifs and buts. The I's have not been dotted towards 2024 elections. So I think there is a risky statement that he made, from my point of view.
Okay. Let me bring Professor Kobe Mensah in here and find out. Professor Kobe Mensah, so I know you've been following the campaign. Let's look at the messaging in here. Looks like the whole campaign messaging has been focused on whether or not he goes to jail. He won't go to jail. You need somebody who can, represent you, not somebody who's going to court. What's been your analysis? I mean, what's your analysis of the campaign messaging over the period in Assin North?
All right, thank you very much. I think that over the period, we have actually complained about the decadence in our political messaging, especially some kind of unwarranted messages that the people do not want. I mean, currently as we speak, majority of Ghanaians are battling with economic situations. I mean, income levels are dwindling, ability to pay completely not there. So when you find politicians reducing the most important, talk about, political, activity in our lives, that is voting, and reducing it to such a level. I mean, we have complaints over times, and it looks like they are not taking any clues from that. I don't think that, campaigning with, whether someone will go to jail or not, would really get a voter, to get to the polls. You rather want to touch on what concerns them. The idea that we're battling a certain economic, impact. That is what will get people excited. And that's why we keep seeing turnout reducing, because the politicians aren't talking about the most crucial stuff in people's lives.
Great. So let's get back to, a point that Ben Efson made earlier about, Mahama's comment that this will be a reflection, the votes in Assin North will be a reflection on how well the government is performing. And he says that could prove suicidal, because if the government wins, then these could be used against him. You share same view?
Well, I would differ from that position. Of course, the very reason why people go to the polls is to better their lot, and that is economic position. So clearly, we couldn't actually analyze, whether someone will vote or not based on the demographics alone. Obviously, it plays a role, but very crucial reasons why people go to the polls is their development. And so, perhaps, Mahama would be right to say that, the economic messaging would be very, very impactful in terms of people's decision to vote. But I wouldn't say that it would be a referendum. Usually when we talk about referendum in terms of elections, that a certain poll will be a referendum on the government, we expect a landslide, first of all. We expect that the voting population, for example, is a replica of the national. I don't think Assin North actually reflects the national character by what we know in terms of certain characteristics of constituencies. There are some constituencies that that it reflects national thinking. They reflect national character. For example, I haven't actually seen or come across any analysis that actually put Assin North as a replica of the general Ghanaian populace in terms of electoral performance or electoral instances. So I wouldn't go as far as saying it would be a referendum, but certainly the economic question will feature prominently in people's decisions, other than many other factors, and perhaps that's where former President Mahama is coming from. Whether if they lose, that is, if NDC loses, that it will be a bad reflection on the former president. Of course, it will call into question his analysis of it, but I don't think that it will be so impactful. Judging from the kind of constituency we're talking about, there are some constituencies that are very prominent, and so statements and activities there sort of captivate national attention, and so it would be very grave. But judging from what we know about Assin North, in fact, the election in Assin North, I don't think had really captivated the attention of Ghanaians, than others would look like. So the huge impact, I don't think it would be very, very huge, but certainly it will question his analysis of that particular, constituency in terms of the results. But I believe that he's coming from a position where, the intensity of the NDC's campaign over there is sort of giving him some conviction. And I had actually said that if you look at the kind of intensity NPP sent to Kumawu, for example, you do not see the same intensity in Assin North. And that actually plays gives some kind of indication that they are not so confident in Assin North as they were with Kumawu. And of course, rightly so, because Kumawu was a stronghold. Assin North is not a stronghold. Assin North is give and take between NDC and MPP. I mean, I think it's on a balance of 4-3 in favor of MPP. And so it looks like, judging from the recent elections, i.e., 2020, although the margins was not actually massive, but clearly having the same candidate and perhaps his performances over the period that he won perhaps gives the MPP a certain indication that this is a very tough one to call, and so the less intensity as they did in Kumawu. So for me, I think that yes, Mahama was actually coming from a position of insight, having been there. And don't forget, they have been there. That is, the NDC's machinery has been in Assin North from day one. In contrast, to the MPPs, because I just saw MPP's big wigs going to Assin North just about yesterday. But you see, NDC had been so intense in that constituency And I think that's the position that the former president is actually coming from, with that kind of insight.
Okay.
But I don't think that is a referendum, actually.
Well,
I don't think that if it goes the other way, it would have a huge impact on the former president.
But Professor Kobe Mensah, the NPP has actually been in Assin North too. I'm aware of a lot of, the big guns of the party moving to Assin North, 2 weeks ago, some 3 weeks ago, others a week ago. They've been campaigning.
They have been, but when you compare that to Kumewu, I don't think that you would see it's on the same scale. And if you look at the comparison between them and the NDC, I don't think that you would say that it's on the same scale. I think NDC has been much more intense in Assin North than the NPP has been. And that's the kind of analysis I was making.
Let me bring Ben Efson in at this point. I'll get back to you, Professor Kobe Mensah. Let me find out if he agrees that the NDC is more intense in Assin North. What's your position, Ben Efson?
Well, I think that Assin North is Kumewu, anybody who votes for the NDC at the church in Kumewu would have been joking, Clearly, Kumewu is an MPP stronghold. Assin North has proven to be swing, and 2024 will be close, and NDC believes that they have a chance of winning, and if they win Assin North, it will be a huge political statement. What I'm saying about Mahama's statement should have come somebody else than a seasoned politician like him and being the presidential candidate. So yes, NDC thinks that they have a chance of winning tomorrow. So you can see the intensity there. Yes, I mean, you realize that the MPP realized their mistake. So the lady even didn't contest. He had contested twice, won in 2016 and lost in 2020. He didn't even contest the MPP primary. So both of them coming from Breku, Opoku's advantage over the other person was that he had been doing some philanthropic work for some years. So I think North is going to be intense tomorrow. I'm sure that there will be a lot of security in Assin North tomorrow. And if you are listening to me on Joy, and any of the two parties comes to you that go and ferment trouble in Assin North, tell them to let one of their children accompany you. Because if you mess up tomorrow, you'll be faced heavily. So if any politician calls you and says, tomorrow, go and do this untoward, tell that politician to let one of his or her children come to Assin North. Tomorrow to be tense, and I hope that everybody will behave.
Okay. Professor Kobe Mensah, from your point of view, who's likely to win?
Hello? Say it again, sir.
Yes, I'm asking Professor Kobe Mensah, from your point of view, Professor Mensah, who's likely to win from your own analysis?
Well, I haven't actually done a poll to really glean from the ground who is likely to come on top, but I could actually sense from a certain, national sentiment on the polls that we've been collecting generally. I mean, currently we're collecting a poll, and there's a high sense towards the NDC as opposed to MPP, but that's not a reflection of Assin North. So I have to be clear. But then I can actually use certain, kind of signals to judge. And these are my three signal points. I mean, you're looking at the belief, of winning that seat between MPP and NDC. And I think the belief is on the side of the NDC, judging how intense they have been in that community. Secondly, this is an incumbent. I mean, and it's not one of the sloppy incumbents that you would think that, people are already angry with him. I mean, you don't see, community of the Assin North being angry with the current MP. Even if you have to stretch it, it looks like there's quite a lot of, empathy on his side, based on what he's done in the community and based on the fact that he's in court. So you find that the tapes or the footage that is actually coming from the community, of course, I could be wrong, but it looks like there is not that kind of anger against him. And that actually puts him in a poor position. Now, thirdly, there is a general discontent against the government itself. That is not any secret, or that is not, anything that nobody. People do not know. All of us are very much aware that the government is not in the good books of many people, including the people of Assin North. So, if you take away the demographies, which of course the demography, both candidates actually share the same origin, where they come from. And then if you add the other things that I've talked about, the economic issues, the sentiment against the government, obviously the kind of empathy the people are sharing for the MP, I think that it puts rather the NDC's MP, NDC's candidate ahead of the NPP without any, poll conducted, as I said. From my reflection, I think this is what I can take.
How about the incumbency advantage also of the NPP itself? Now, they are in government and so have a lot of resources at their disposal which they could make available to their candidates.
Absolutely. We have seen that happening. Obviously, Kumewu big time. And, of course, clearly going on at Assin North. I saw some, images yesterday with regards to the roads minister, being on the ground at a point. We have clearly seen, government making use of incumbency, buying votes. But of course, the people know what has actually, what has happened in Kumewu. I'm sure very much aware from the reports that we have. People are complaining that the development project that they started right after the election, they pulled out. There's a suggestion that even the traditional authorities that are complaining, I don't know how far it's true because I haven't actually verified it. But of course, there's a suggestion like that. So if that should go on the ground, I'm sure the people of Assin would definitely know that it is a certain gimmick to buy their votes. And so if we put all those things together, yes, the incumbency advantage, but people can revolt, knowing that it is not something that is going to be sustainable going forward after the election. So I would still think that NDC's candidate has an upper hand.
Okay. Anything you want to say finally, Ben Efson, as we bring it to a close?
Hello?
Yes, Ben Efson, finally from you.
Oh, I think that it will be interesting tomorrow in Assin North. You can see that the NDC is very serious about the seat, unlike Kumewu, that they tried, but I don't think that even if MPP wins tomorrow, 17 months to elections, it is not a good indicator, John Mahama has said. Yes, it will show that the MPP has the goodwill, but 17 months to elections, result of a by-election in the swing constituency will not be the final determinant. So in the same way, I think if NDC wins tomorrow, it's not a determinant towards 2024. It will be good for bragging rights. That's all.
All right. Thank you very much, Ben Efson, for joining us. Ben Efson, poster and managing editor of the Daily Dispatch newspaper, and Professor Kobe Mensah, who is political marketing expert at the University of Ghana Business School. Thank you. And so you heard from Professor Kobe Mensah and Ben Efson making the point, Professor Kobe Mensah making the point that even though he's not conducted a poll, he will use three indicators to actually say that the NDC is likely, or James Jachikosin is likely to win this election. The fact that the NDC has more belief than the NPP, and the incumbent member of parliament. Now, people are not angry with James Jachikosin. They know that James Jachikosin has been in court all this while, And so it's not a case of he neglecting them, and so the people are not angry with him. And finally, the discontent within the country, people not very happy with the economic situation. He believes that all of these things would go a long way in helping the NDC's James Jachikwe to win. Benson is also making the point that, well, if you look at it critically, the fact that the NPP's candidate comes from Assin Breku, and he's been engaged in a lot of philanthropy over the period, and also the fact that some NDC executive indicated that James Jachikwe was disqualified in 2012 and 2016, the people have become angry with him and angry with their party, and they're asking the question, so why did you bring him in 2020? Well, we'll be going to the grounds shortly. We'll be going to the grounds. We'll be speaking to our men on the ground. We'll be telling us the situation on the ground. They are in Assin Breku. We're told that Assin Breku is going to be the decider this time around. So they're in Assin Breku. They'll be telling us what has transpired within the last 48 hours in the whole constituency and what the grounds are looking like today. But this 8th season is amazingly exciting. Renault Ghana Premium Motors Limited is giving out astonishing prizes like washing machines, fridges, smartphones, laptops, TVs instantly. Buy any Renault Duster during this 8th season and win big instantly. There's never been a better time to buy a Renault Duster. Call 0307079977 or 0307080010 or visit their showroom at Article Junction on the George Bush Highway. Promo lasts from now till the end of June. Terms and conditions apply. But you know that brushing your teeth, that every time you eat, food and sugars are trapped between your teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases, foul breath. Well, brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives your teeth the protection they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with fluoride and microcalcium ingredients, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. This prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong and mouth healthy. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, maximum cavity protection, 10 times stronger teeth. And Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association. There are 2 other highly effective variants of Pepsodent on the market. Pepsodent Charcoal, made with a fine blend of activated charcoal and lemon essence. Pepsodent Charcoal White gently polishes away tooth stains and naturally restores your bright smile. Pepsodent Herbal for our herbal lovers. Try Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste formulated from carefully selected natural extracts and uniquely blended herbs. Pepsodent Herbal releases, repairs, and protects gum tissues while giving you strong teeth. You can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Call our customer care center on toll-free 0800 2030. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Pepsodent, every smile matters. So you contribute to the growth and success of Ghanaian textile industry every time you wear authentic fabrics. GTP says thank you. Always purchase original, genuine, and authentic GTP fabrics. Check that the design number on the label is also printed on the edge of the fabric. Contact GTP on 0509 940949 to buy online or visit any of our accredited dealers nationwide or any wooden shop. GTP Lifestyle. So let's get on to the phone lines now because Richard Kodjonyako is joining us all the way from Assin North. I'm sure he's in Assin Breku by now. Richard, good morning and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston.
Great. So I know that you've been in the constituency over the last week and you've been monitoring happenings in the constituency. Give us a picture of happenings in Assin North prior to the elections.
Come again, Winston.
I am asking you to give us, tell us what has been happening, activities in Assin North prior to the elections tomorrow.
So thank you very much. So we are currently in the Assin North, precisely Assin Breku, the constituency and the district capital. The big campaigns are over. They were over yesterday. As at midnight, the big political parties were still campaigning. So it started here at Assin Breku. There was a big rally attended by the President, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, the Vice, the Chief of Staff, other Ministers of State, Members of Parliament, all of them. So it was like the entire presidency had come to the Assin North constituency. In fact, the President indicated that he was not responsible for the predicament of George Jachikwe, and for him, it was self-inflicted. If he monitored what happened to Adamu Dramani Sakande, is the same way that he is also going. So he is not the one that is going to say that he will go to prison. But they should vote for someone who will not be embroiled in some legal issues that every day the person will have to go to court or go to, any other legal forum. And then from the camp of the former president, as at midnight last night, he was still moving from one community to the other, saying that Georgia Chikwesen did not do anything wrong. It was something that was orchestrated and all of that. And so Georgia Chikwesen is not going to prison. We are live here at the school park here at Assin North. Let me engage some of the constituents to know where exactly they are talking towards. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, who are you voting for tomorrow?
I'm voting for Charles Opoku.
Tell me why.
Because of what he has done. Most importantly, before even he coming to contest for these elections, he has impacted positively into the lives of a lot of people. Vocational training, paying school fees of people was. Apart from that, he submitted his own structure for the district assembly. And apart from that one too, he has also put in a lot of people into apprenticeship. And I'm telling you, for what he has done, I'm going to vote for him. And most importantly, he is a native here who has donated school beds to Assin State College, to Darcy Senior High School, and where he hailed from, that is his alma mater, Assin North Senior High School. He has paid some of money. He has also given them paint to renovate the school. And I'm telling you, for what he has done, I'm going to vote for him.
Didn't you say same for Georgia Chikwesi when he came? You called him Boga, and he was doing a lot of things in the constituency. What I can mention here, they point to, is the street light that is over here. Didn't you say the same thing? Why are you now siding with Charles Opoku?
You know, whilst I was interacting with my colleagues over here, I told them that if it is because of the fixing of bulbs, they should go and apologize to Honorable Abene Duwa, because he was able to fix a lot of bulbs for the 4 years. But the promises Mr. Kwesi gave was very juicy, and as a result, they voted for him. But now, this is his hometown. For the 1.5 years he was an MP, he received a salary. Common fund was released to him for the 1.5 years. But ask him, one single project he was able to initiate over here in Assin North, just one single project over here.
I've got another person here. So why should people vote for Georgia Chikwesi?
Okay, so I think the wonderful people of Assin North needs to vote for Georgia Chikwesi for development, for continuity. You understand? You always need a leader who has the people at heart. That is very one important thing we should be looking at. We need a leader who is not self-centered. You understand? We need a leader who has the interests of the people. Someone who has a Canadian citizenship. You and I will know fairly that, look, living in Canada is far better than living in Ghana under the leadership of President Nana Akufo-Addo. But this person denounced his citizenship as a Canadian just to serve the wonderful people of Assin North.
People here, some of them say that it appears that he didn't do things right in order to marry them.
But you and I know that it is not his fault. There was an administrative error that happened, and even the certificate came in somewhere in November, and the election took place in December. You understand?
The Apex Court has given their decision that he did not qualify at the time of filing to contest.
But per my basic knowledge, reading the Constitution, I feel he qualifies. But I'm not a legal student. I'm not a lawyer or a law student. So I don't really want to dive deep into law when it comes to this issue. Yes, they've taken their decision. There is a by-election. All we have to do is that we just have to come on ground, work and retain the seat. We shouldn't allow anyone to subject the will of the people. We will not allow it, because look, the people believe that this election is between the NPP and the NDC. And yes, so the election is being supervised or is being monitored by the NPP, because we see the Electoral Commission as NPP and it's A. So therefore, we just need to be vigilant.
Can't say that you don't have any evidence to back this one.
No, you see clearly. When you see an Electoral Commission that is supposed to be fair and transparent, but in 2020, 6 different results were released for one election.
Let's focus our attention in this particular constituency.
I'm coming back to Assin North. So clearly all I'm trying to say is that we need to vote for someone who is a visionary. We need to vote for someone who has the people at heart. For that mere sacrifice, if it's someone who said, after all, what? They've taken me off office. They said there's going to be a by-election. I'll step aside. Whatever they want to do, they should. But he has said it clearly that
you see him contesting as a risk. He takes.
Yes. He contesting Assin North seat. It's a risk. This should clearly say that this person has dedicated the
kind of risk thing is?
No, clearly you and I know he is still in court, and even prior to this election, at a point they wanted him to appear in court on a daily basis. So how would he be there for his people? You understand? These things were not taken into consideration. So when he goes to Parliament, we are also looking at the fact that where today he's in court, tomorrow he's being dragged back and forth, which would clearly frustrate him as a member of Parliament. You understand? He has to lose touch with his people at a point and all have you. But yes, though, he has decided that look, for all things being equal, I'll put my life on the line. Even if they want to jail me, even if they want to kill me, they should go ahead. I'll serve my people here in Assin North.
Thank you very much. So, Winston, you had the two debates, the two arguments, one from the MPP, one from the NDC. They are saying that they are advancing reasons why their candidate should be voted for.
When you talk to the people, I mean, these are, NPP, NDC arguments, but when you go down and speak to the people, what do you gather from Assin Breku?
Well, so it's a mix. They appear to be advancing the same argument these two people we spoke to earlier have been advancing. For some of them, they know Charles Opoku. He stayed with them. He's engaged in NGO activities, drilling boreholes for other people, giving a structure to house the district assembly when the district was first created. For the other group, they also feel that George Achikwesin denied himself all the opportunities, all the luxuries, and then came down from Canada. He is called Boga when you come to Assin Breku. They all hail from the same place, Assin Breku. And even when he was engaged in the legal tussle, he was doing a lot of them. One critical thing that they credit him with was that Assin Breku was very dark and he provided light for them, and for which reason they feel that he should be voted for. But for some of them too, they feel that he's been ill-treated. He's not been treated very well, and this is the chance for them to vote for him again, to go and continue what he already started.
How about the security situation there? When we're told that the IGP is there in Assin North, getting there now. When you go around there, how do you assess the security situation?
Well, so I can tell you that for every 15 steps that you take, you meet a security person. So you will see their vehicles moving to and fro. They've erected barriers that they do regular checking of the vehicles that pass and all of that. So as for security, you can see them. They are very visible on the ground here. But I tell you what, it is not only this place that the security personnel are. They are in the hinterlands. You know that if you look at the way these people vote from 2012 up to 2020, by the roadside, it's MPP that wins. But if you go to the hinterlands, it's the NDC that wins the seat. And so they are all doing everything they can. Yesterday, I told you that the former president was on the ground. I mean, one community to the other, telling them that George Achikwesin is not going to prison. No matter what, he will not go to prison. And so they should ignore everything that the other people are saying, that when they vote for George Achikwesin, he will go to prison. But the president, when he was also speaking during their rally to cap the entire campaign of the MPP, he indicated that, well, he is not the one responsible, and the MPP is not the one responsible. It is just the law that has caught up with George Achikwesin, and they should live with it.
Now, is there a feeling of people, I mean, do you get the feeling that people are willing to go out there and vote?
Yes. So you see the passion in the eyes, the passion with the way they speak, how they speak passionately about this election. For them, the election means two things for them. One, that it has brought attention of the entire country to them, because for the entire period that the Electoral Commission declared that a by-election should take place here, they've seen some kind of movement. It boosts their business. People are selling and others are buying. The hotels, right from the Assin Central to the Assin North, all the hotels are full. People are cooking and other people are buying. They've also seen their road, seeing bitumen, the roads that were not tarred, the roads are seeing bitumen. They've also seen that kind of energy that has been exerted into the road construction and other constructions that are currently happening here. The other one is that well, they are also enjoying the fact that they will get a new member of parliament who will also come, whether George Achikwesin, so that the person will have 4 clear years and then will be able to execute whatever he or she wants to execute.
Great, but finally, talking about you've talked about, the towns along the road, the highway voting for the NPP, and those within the hinterlands. What are these towns that are within the hinterlands that vote NDC?
Well, so the MPP, so you see Charles Opoku, the MPP they tell us that Charles Opoku has been to the hinterland. So they feel that should the MPP increase their vote in these communities that are lying by the roadside, they are surely going to win. And they told me the scientific methods that they have used using data. So for the MPP, they know that they are winning. They know the numbers that are voting for them and all of that. If you speak with the NDC too, they also advance same that they have also put structures and measures in place to ensure that tomorrow they are winning. You know, the stakes are really, really high for the MPP. So they lose, then it will affect their campaign towards the 2024 hugely and in Parliament because their numbers will be whittled by one. But they are seeking to get one more number to enable them do business and do very good business in Parliament. But for the NDC, they want to maintain this seat so that we can have that kind of equilibrium in Parliament. And so it's really a huge thing for the people here, big deal for the people here. And the residents say they are going out in their numbers. It's been raining incessantly in this community, in this constituency for the past 2 weeks. But today, it's not raining and the sun is very high. And they feel that tomorrow, God should grant them the sun. It shouldn't rain so that they can go out in their numbers and go.
Well, Richard Kojonyako, thank you very, very much for joining us. We're very grateful. That's Joy News reporter Richard Kojonyako in the Assin North constituency, Assin Breku to be precise. Right, so look, we're going to do something when we return after these messages. We've also been monitoring the situation in Assin North, and I'll be telling you a thing or two to look out for tomorrow in that constituency. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, Bra Kofi, your ceiling be smooth, bright and fine, Papa.
That's an understatement. It dey blink like 80 carats white gold. This be Interface plasterboard ceilings. Smooth, bright, and long-lasting. Everybody where they come here, they fill up. Where they direct them go Interface Limited for world-class quality.
If you're involved in new property development, renovation, or decoration, the right place for you is Interface Limited. Call us on 0274 999999 or visit our website at
www.interfacelimited.net. Facebook, Interface Limited GH. Instagram, interface.limited.
Hi, Mr. Dazi. 4 of your Jumia packages are ready for pickup.
Jumia, we are good. I go take this Jumia anniversary chop party and kasa.
Make sure some washing machine about
Daddy and my smartwatch.
My dears, no worries. All our items are ready for pickup. Jumia anniversary sale is live from 14th to 30th June. Shop what you need and love. And party with special Jumia anniversary deals and true convenience. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
Say donut, 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 donut.
Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D till no not now. Wogonto malaria chill. Wohopopo. What mean the day? I want the num not. A dabako. Num not. A damienu. Num not. A damiensa. Num not. No not. Scatter malaria. Lonat, it scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa umojam ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wa ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
The system has nothing on her. Those in power fear what she can do. She is Madame, and she is coming. On one hand, she's a humanitarian, and on the other, she's using them to seduce men in power for favors. Madame is a new drama series that explores the evils of an uncontrolled system where young women are exploited. Premiering Monday, 8th May at 8 p.m. on Aquaba Magic, DST Channel 150 and Go TV Channel 102. Stay connected on star 759#.
Someone smells great here and fresh, my love. I wish I could stay in the shower all day. I know, right? Nothing beats a bath with geisha soap. It smells so good, it lasts long, and it's enriched with natural ingredients that work wonders for my skin.
And it now comes with a fresh new look, giving us even more reasons to love our geisha bar.
New and improved geisha soap. Great new look, better fragrance, same natural ingredients, still all last time. This advert is FDA approved.
Be strong and last long. Like geisha.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And it's Bigo time. Are you worried about your parties, weddings, outdooring, funerals, hangouts, on what to drink during the celebration, or you're worried about how to celebrate your friends and families during that special occasion? With Bigo, no wahala for the occasion. Bigo Drinks has made it easy for everyone to enjoy and have the ideal celebration. It comes in different, distinct, and captivating flavors, each one specially created to enrich every moment and bring vitality to life. The flavors include cocktail, cola, apple, coconut, lemon, lime, orange. It comes in 16 and 20 in a pack, and a lot to go around in various packs. It's refreshing and good quality. Infuse color into your life and get rejuvenated. Grab a bottle of your favorite flavor and treat yourself and loved ones to a memorable experience. Bigo Drinks, another quality product from Twelium Industries Limited, and this is FDA approved. So Adansi Travels, the 2022 best tour operator by the Ghana Tourism Authority, is pleased to invite you to join their 10th anniversary trip to Dubai. Now, this 10-day fun-filled trip starts from the 10th of August on a chartered Emirates flight to Dubai and promises to offer you a wonderful holiday experience like never before. There's the option of a 3, 4, and 5-star hotel to choose from, and a guaranteed unforgettable fun experience at the Dubai Desert with the legendary Samini performing live at the camp. This is something you can never miss for anything. And the good news is that the rate starts at only $1,650 to cover your Emirates flight, hotel accommodation, visa, tours, airport transfers, and selected meals. To book, visit our website at dansitravels.com or call 0595 500817 or 0593 850082. Please note that apart from the chartered flight date on the 10th to the 19th of August, you can also join the trip on either 13th August or 15th August. Adansi at 10, it's a vibe. Book now to feel the beauty of life with Adansi. The Electricity Company of Ghana Limited, ECG, wishes to inform the general public, especially their cherished customers, that with the introduction of the enhanced ECG Power app, customers are required to do cashless business with ECG anytime and anywhere. Key benefits of using the ECG Power app: allows credit top up for your smart prepayment meter, accept payment from mobile money wallets, Visa and MasterCard for ECG transactions, generates bank invoice for payment, serves as a platform for reporting and resolving issues, accepts payment for all invoices generated by ECG, refunds challenge top-ups, provides history of payment transactions and consumption information, provides notifications and alerts from ECG. It's convenient, safe, and secure for use 24/7. Customers should please download the ECG Power app from Google Play Store or App Store. Customers with non-smartphones should dial *226# to access the ECG Power app for all transactions. For assistance or further information, please visit the nearest ECG office or website at ecg.com.gh or contact our call center on 0302 611 611. Help ECG serve you better. So lots of conversations have centered around Assin North over the past month, particularly when it became very clear that we're going to have a by-election in that constituency. And of course, Assin North is in the news because, one, if the NDC wins Assin North, it means it restores their numbers to 137. If the NPP wins, it means they get 138 plus the independent, that's 139. What that would mean is that the NPP can now actually feel that, look, we have that majority. Okay, you know what the NPP has been through when any of their members is not around, and because of 137, it's been a difficult situation for them. Now, let's look at the candidates, okay? We're looking at James Jachikwesin. He won the election in 2020 with some 3,000 vote margin. But in that same election, President Akufo-Addo of the NPP also won the constituency with some 1,000 vote margin. So you can actually say that James Jachikwesin won the seat with more votes than President Akufo-Addo. But for the NPP, it becomes one of those seats where you've seen a skirt and blouse situation. And they say that's an indication that we can actually win that seat. In fact, they make reference to that particular constituency being part of the 19 constituencies which President Akufo-Addo won in the 20 elections in the central region. But the NPP candidates lost. If you look at the NPP with 10 seats in the central region, coupled with the NDC's 13, and the fact that Akufo-Addo won 19 of those constituencies, you probably will be asking yourself the simple question, so what happened that President Akufo-Addo was winning in constituencies and the NPP not winning in those parliamentary elections? One thing that comes to mind, and one thing you would have seen in the Assin North constituency, is that the NPP then decides to change its candidate. Now, that is strategic. It is strategic because the NPP recognized that, look, ordinarily, Assin Breku would have voted for the NPP. But with the NDC fielding a candidate from that particular constituency, who was James Jachikwesin in the 2020 general elections, James Jachikwesin winning 12 out of the 13 polling stations in Assin Breku. Mind you, President Akufo-Addo also won 12 of those polling stations. But why does it matter? It matters because in parliamentary elections, look, parliamentary elections are the elections where you look at the person standing, and that person's standing is actually known within that community. It doesn't matter whether you're a member of a political party or not. There are times that you actually vote for people based on where they come from. And that's why you would see political parties making decisions sometimes on where their candidates should come from, the identifiable groups that he could be in. You've seen political parties choosing people from settler communities just to make a difference. So what does Charles Opoku bring on board? In Charles Opoku, the NPP has a candidate who hails from the same place as James Jachikwesin, and so all things being equal, could probably split the votes or even get more votes in Assin Breku than James Jachikwesin. Now, he also, based on his philanthropic activities over the period, seems to enjoy a lot of support. Now, the NPP goes into this election with incumbency advantage. For many people, you may want to discredit it and say, well, they have the incumbency, but times are hard. But what incumbency advantage does in a by-election is that it gives you an opportunity to focus on just that constituency. And this is not a constituency that you would say is a stronghold of the NDC. For instance, so let me give a typical example. In 2006, when the NPP was in power at the time, and Professor Wayoseni had decided to, resign from the NDC, then Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, the NPP did not even go into that election. They decided to throw their weight behind Professor Wayoseni, believing that as an independent candidate he could win. Okay, now where the party knows that they are unlikely to win, they don't put much effort into it. This is a swing constituency, having been, you could actually argue, was created in 2012 more or less, because while Assin Central was what was created, because initially we had Assin North and Assin South, in that 2012, after the creation of Assin Central, the NDC won it. By 2016, they had lost it. People may have argued that was part of the wind of change, but the figures from 2020 would show you that probably if the NPP had put in the right candidate, they could have won it. So the incumbency advantage favors the NPP. Today you've seen the developmental projects in Assin North all of a sudden, and if anybody tells you they do not matter, I am sorry, they do matter. It's the reason you hear John Dramani Mahama make the point that, look, when they bring you money, take the money, but don't vote for them. Because incumbency advantage and money really, really matters in an election. 3, James Jachikwesing himself, presents a certain advantage and disadvantage to the NPP. This is the point. Now, once James Jachikwesing puts himself up for election, or has put himself up for election, the NPP's argument is this. He says, over the period, they've been persecuting me. Okay, not prosecuting, persecuting me, hence my inability to function effectively as a member of parliament. Now, the counter argument is, no, hold on a minute, is the laws that have actually been used on this man. But if he tells you that because of his court cases, he's not been able to perform effectively as a member of parliament, then note that even if he wins, he's still not done with the court cases and could probably find himself in jail. Now, this is what this does. This is somebody who is campaigning and saying, I'm actually going through all these challenges because of what I've been going through in the court. And you're being reminded that, then he's not done yet with the court. Because if this is what he's going through, in fact, now he's going to be on a daily basis. So he's even going to go to court some more than he's been going to court in the past. He would have no chance whatsoever, no time whatsoever on his hands to perform his functions as a member of parliament. That in itself, for some of the, electorates would say, why should we be the only people who are not going to have a member of parliament? How about we vote for another person who's going to get in there and will not be faced with a similar situation? But this is the advantage to the NDC here. So this man comes into the community, contests and wins elections. And they say, this man right from the get-go was targeted by the NPP. In fact, on the 6th of January 2021, when Parliament was being sworn in, the NPP members actually secured an injunction. So right from the get-go, they have targeted this man. They are the reason why he has not been able to function effectively. But if you vote for him this time around, show them that you, the people of Assin North, actually love James Jachikwesing and you would want him to serve you. The NDC also comes into this with a point to prove. Now, as you may have heard John Dramani Mahama make the point that this is more of a referendum. They could be telling the delegates, and the delegates would want to prove, the electors would want to prove a point to the government and say, enough. Okay, enough of all the sufferings we've been through. So whatever you do, we are still going to vote for the NDC in the person of James Jachikwesing. Now, I've talked about Assin Breku, but one of the things that many of you may not be aware is the settler communities, some of whom are ever speaking, and particularly the Dangme speaking group in Assin North. Now, where will these people vote? Can the NPP increase their votes in there? If the NPP increases their vote in the settler communities, particularly in the Dangme areas, then about 7 or 8 communities that are Dangme in Assin Breku, in Assin North constituency. If the NPP is able to increase their votes there, you probably would say the elections do not look good for the NDC. However, if the NDC is able to maximize or improve their performance in those areas also, you would see the situation where you'd say, no, it doesn't look good for the NPP. Whatever happens tomorrow in the Assin North constituency, I say, based on all the analysis that I have done, that while it is going to be a close election, while this is a swing constituency, it is becoming very difficult for the NDC to win the election. Also because of how the NDC itself has, conducted its campaign. One of the things they've done, a lot of the young people who have gone in there to campaign, is to showcase everything that they're doing on the ground. And if you're an opposition party which doesn't have the largesse of the state with you, when you go into a campaign, you just don't go there, okay, showcasing everything. You just don't go there telling people all your strategies and whatever you do. So social media campaign in most of these instances just don't work for the party that does not have a lot of money. I'll tell you something. in 2003, okay, when Kofi Asante resigned from Parliament, the NDC went into that election at the time, and as evidence from that constituency has shown, the NDC has been able to win it subsequently, that in a by-election, an incumbent government or party can do so many things just to win it. And it is that incumbency advantage that I say favors the NPP going into the election tomorrow. I see the NPP winning this election. I say it will be very difficult for the NDC. But of course, these are elections and anything can happen.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.